Good morning and welcome to Morning Brew. Yep, it's Friday, October 1st. Finally, a new month. And yes, today's featured channel is Knight5end. Now, if you haven't checked them out, please do. You'll find the link in the description below. And for those listening back on the playback, if you have a channel that you would like to request to be a featured channel, please leave a link in the description. I mean, in the comment section. Tell I need coffee. Leave a link in the comment section. I will check it out and see where I can add it to the list. Um, so I hope everyone's doing well today. Just kind of a slow, quiet Friday, which is unusual considering the kids are here. So yeah, it's kind of quiet right now. Need to get my coffee. Um, Other than that, not much is going on. Uh, hmm, I don't know. Oh, I'd gotten a new headset in the mail yesterday because I kind of needed one. It worked wonderfully with one minor problem. The microphone was disconnected from the headset. It wasn't supposed to be. It was supposed to be a part of it, and there was no way to reattach it. Hmm. So, needless to say, after trying it out, it's like, oh, this works wonderfully, except for this. So, I am returning it. And good morning, Jedi Bill. At least somebody's in the chat this morning. What's going on with you? Kind of a quiet morning this morning. I know it's early for you, but yeah. Let's see here. So it's 3 a.m. 3 a.m. Is that correct? Where you are? And good morning, JPs. Good to have you here as well. Yeah, as you can tell, things are really exciting at this point. Um, I was oh, just going over my DMs on Twitter before starting, and of course, when I reloaded, somebody was asking a question about Discovery, saying something about how people will feel nostalgic for today's Trek, like they do '90s Trek now. Basically, it's like no, no, God, it won't. Uh, I'm sure that there are some people out there who might, but no. Overall, not a chance. Let's see here. Uh, Bird of Prey's on the phone with Charlie. Good to hear. Hopefully Charlie's behaving himself. Hope Sister Prey's doing well. Hope Mama Prey is doing well. Uh, uh, and now I need to talk with Darius. I just never have a chance. He's always busy. So, hanging out with Darius and Mara, and I don't know who that is. So, good. Hope you're having fun. Um, he opened the tractor. Cool. Good to hear. Let me spell the damn link out. Let me know what you think about the featured channel. I already have a list going for ones that are upcoming. If people don't like it, then I'll just end it after I finish the list I'm on. Right now, I currently have through the. I only have through the third so far. But then I've forgotten there was a couple I wanted to add, so I probably have at least through the 10th. But uh, oh, they went to bed, so you're not still talking to them. Okay. Well, good to have you here. Um, uh, awesome. I already have one asshole downvote. Thank you for the interaction today. Um, JP's, let's get back to that. Think of doing a live streaming of YouTube cooking shows, and the panel can riff on the show. No, no. That honestly will probably get you struck faster than anything. Um, Now, if you were going to go to some, if you're going to make your own videos, that'd be fine. But watching YouTube videos and riffing on them, no, I'm sorry. Uh, from things I've seen, particularly as much as they're cracking down now with things, that really wouldn't be a good idea unless you're trying to kill your channel. In which case, sure, why not? I mean, I like the idea, and you could probably do it on Odyssey or another site which isn't as mm, uptight as YouTube. But I definitely would not Hell, I do it on Twitch before I do it on YouTube. So, if you want to add it to your Twitch channel, good. YouTube, no, no. Sorry, but just being honest, I don't think it's a good idea. If you want to keep your channel, uh, I know plenty of others do similar stuff. Most of them tend to be larger channels. I don't know. I don't know. Do what you think best. Well, let's see here. Um, have the theme song. Talk about uh, talk about the featured channel today. Talk about some stuff that's going on in the chat. That's uh, I don't know. Yeah, we're 15 minutes into this shit show, and oh well. See if there's something else on. Unfortunately, nothing else is live. Or say, hey, go over here. Um, let's see here. Friday morning, kind of dead. And JP's can't come on for another 15 minutes. Well, if you can come on in 15 minutes at least, then I'll have a time frame for how long I have to cause others pain before it actually gets decent. Hmm, I don't know. Unfortunately, I don't know how to do a loop where I could probably do the coffee thing a couple of times. That way I would, uh, and let's see here. See what Bird says. Talk, talk about how great. No, I'd rather just end the show personally. But fortunately, Yosef is backstage.
And yes, I am. Greetings from the future. Hello, Captain Trek. Hello, everybody in the chat. Unfortunately, I can't stay long, probably about those 15 minutes, because at the 35 mark, I have a call planned, so I need to be there.
Yeah.
Uh, but maybe JPs can come up afterwards, and maybe Berto Prey. Uh, Bert says,
You
"Hello, great I am for 15 minutes." Uh, yeah, Bert, you are the greatest. And hello, Jedi Bill. Hello, hello. Hello
Yeah,
there.
Bird, a legend in his own mind.
I know that the professor is complaining from time to time about a headache. I have a headache right now, but at least I feel where it is coming from. It's like from the neck.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I don't know why. Sometimes when I fall asleep, usually there is like I was reading an article about bad sleeping positions, basically how you should not sleep
Right.
from a chiropractor. And I can tell you that I checked all the boxes.
I'm sure that
Uh,
I'm sure I sleep horribly according to the chiropractor.
Yeah, so and sometimes it happens that yeah, I wake up and I feel it. And another thing, we wanted to we opened the window in the bedroom
Mm-hmm.
and somehow fell asleep with the window open, and it's not particularly warm in the night. So yeah, as well another thing that we you should not do. Okay, fresh air before you go to bed. It's beautiful. Not the whole night, and the window was completely like open, like full.
Oh, I've done that before where I've had it was actually cold out.
Yeah,
Not just cool, cold out.
yeah.
I had the window open. I was breathing in some nice fresh air, and I had the blankets just snugged all around me.
Mm.
So I was fine.
Yeah, and I know that you have your nephews and so the kids at home. Is
Hmm.
it only is it boys only?
Yes.
Boys only. Okay. So I have my little niece over visiting as well. My mother came for the weekend and brought the little one. Actually, I invited them, so
Cool.
it's on me. It's on me. So in the later in the afternoon, I will take her to the playground and with a neighbor's kid as well. So there will be some entertainment. But right now, I need to attend like two more calls, and yeah, then I hope I can close up the day because it wasn't a particularly nice week in terms of workload.
That's
Yeah.
yeah.
And a little warning, as of next week, we have in the afternoon, which is basically now your time slot, for
Hmm.
3 weeks training sessions planned for
Ooh,
like
fun, fun.
3 hour because usually we do early September every year.
Right.
We go as a from the company somewhere like different cities, like I don't know, Madrid, Copenhagen, or so basically something like this for a meeting, for a big meeting of I don't know, it's almost 1,000 people.
Yeah.
But since obviously the whole situation and the travel restrictions and all the jazz that comes with the situation that is now here for the second year, everything is online. So instead of having like 1 week sessions from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., they split it like into three weeks of sessions.
Hmm.
Uh, and it's always afternoon, like 2:30 to 5:30 or something like
Ah,
that. Yeah,
sounds
so
good.
sounds good. Yeah, but honestly, 3 weeks no brew.
Yeah, you
Eh,
live without it.
oh yeah. I can probably be and listen to the stream when you start because there is like something like 1 hour because you start usually at 1 of my time and
Right.
the session start around 2 or 2:30 based on the schedule that I checked. And the funniest thing is they have sessions, and sometimes they have like two sessions in the same time slot that I would like to join. So it's I need to check if they are doubling down on some of them, so that I can join this week one session, next week another one,
Mm-hmm.
because otherwise they will probably record it. So let's see how it will work out. But definitely, yeah.
Good
I
morning, Cardinal Sin. Good morning, Darius.
Good morning, gentlemen. And I need to pop a pill here.
Which I've
Headache.
already taken my medicine. Yeah, go ahead, take something for your headache.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And definitely something stronger than Tylenol. It's a combination of a muscle relaxer and anti-inflammatory and pain relief.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, Nice combination, but it's over the counter, so it's not like prescription that would
Right.
that would kill me. But I have the prescription version as well. But it's not like I would need it right now. But the headache is really not pleasant, and especially I have a 5-year-old here that I have to take care of in the afternoon,
Oh, yes.
which is always fun. But honestly, I need something like a little distraction for the weekend, and why not?
Absolutely.
And it was
Well, it's one.
sorry, go.
It's one thing when it's for a couple of days by choice. That's one thing.
Yeah, yes, exactly. That's the beauty of being an uncle and not having the kids here all the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the nice thing is as well that I can basically take if the little niece is going to be like bored or whatever, I can take her and go to my neighbor. She is 5. He has a 3.5-year-old, so they can
Mm-hmm.
play together, and they can literally play together like for hours and hours and hours. So it's
Cool.
always fun. It's always fun.
And good morning, not Ryan Johnson. It says hello
And
out
hi,
there
not
in
Ryan.
YouTube land. Yes.
Yeah, the YouTube land. So plans for the weekends are set with me.
Yeah.
Definitely. Oh, but it's always nice to have mom around, because the first thing that she did, since it is almost 1:30 right now, they arrived like an hour ago,
Mm-hmm.
and she was like, I made lunch. I was like, perfect. come,
Yeah.
come more often. Come more often.
Of
So
course.
so we ate, and yeah. Now I don't know if there is an English word, but I love the German word. It's called Schnitzelkoma. I'm not sure if it's used in English as well, but basically, the state when you eat and then you just want to doze off.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Absolute perfection. And Cardinal Sin says, "Be careful what you wish for." You know what? It's like I have a very good relationship with my mom and even my in-laws. So it's completely fine when the in-laws come over or my wife isn't. And my mom and my wife, they have a very good relationship. So it's working all fine out. Jeez, I can't talk. Can't speak.
It's afternoon for you.
No, it's the headache. I cannot even focus on
I
my own
know.
thoughts, and it's really like, and I would be so happy if somebody canceled those calls now in the afternoon, but unfortunately, they don't want to. But anyway, do you have any plans for the weekend or just the usual?
Well, let's see here. No respite from the kids at all. Weekend.
So Valium, yeah, probably. You should ask for a Valium prescription,
I probably
and
should.
then you can decide if you take it yourself or mix it in a drink of the boys. You know.
I think I would rather have it myself. Um,
And hi, Tim Christ. Hello.
hey Tim, what's going on? You know, I didn't do my usual greeting, but that'll wait.
And Birdo Praise in the backstage.
No, he's not.
He is not?
No, he's not.
Interesting because it popped up in the chat.
Oh, I know.
There,
I'm looking backstage. There's exactly two people that are on the panel, and there's nobody backstage. I don't know
there is.
whose backstage you're in, but sure as hell ain't mine. Just out
Oh
of
man.
curiosity, I'm gonna check something out. Yeah. Uh, camera off.
Oh, not me about not me about to be
Oh, see,
about to be.
when you say you're backstage, that means you're backstage already.
Well, at least the weather is going to be nice here over the weekend. It's
Oh,
already
that's good.
like you know the typical early fall temperatures, like it is cold in the morning, it is cold in the evening, but during the day it is very nice.
Oh,
um,
yes.
I don't know if I would have to look what how the climate is in Missouri, but if you have like something that looks like four seasons or not.
Oh, yeah, usually. Right now it's 19C here.
18C. Yes, so this is so pretty similar to what we have here. And we're waiting for the greeting.
Hello, world. It's Birdo Prey 5. Kapla.
Kapla.
Kapla bird.
Is there nobody else?
What do you mean nobody else?
There was supposed to be someone else backstage with me.
No.
Maybe we're
Oh,
having
now.
Say hi.
Hello. Hi,
Hi,
Charlie.
Charlie, and his
Good
tractor.
morning. Say, I want to thank Uncle Joey and YouTubers for my brand new tractor.
Wow.
Yeah.
I got a brand new tractor in a box yesterday. I also want to thank you for the box. Yeah. Charlie.
He was enjoying the tractor a few minutes ago, I promise.
Yeah, he definitely was.
There's
Yeah,
cows inside.
the attention span of a year and a half old. Yeah.
Now he wants to play with wires. You want to play with the
Yeah.
wires? Yeah. Babies don't play with wires. No. Mommy, come get it.
Well, earlier he was playing with the tractor.
Come here,
I
little
think
guy.
it's
Look,
'cause the
look.
the animals are inside and out of view, so he probably forgot they exist.
Charlie.
Probably.
They're under the seat.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. It's a tractor. He's
You're
upset
gonna
because
have
we
to
hung up, Uncle Joey. He's going back to the Android, which
I'm
doesn't work right
sorry.
now. I'm on my broken phone.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
Oh, look at
I'm
that box,
sorry,
though.
Charlie.
Look at that box. Yeah.
New toy. A box.
Yeah, it's like a typical cat. You know, it's you buy
Charlie
you
likes the
buy.
tape more than the box.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
little
yeah.
Charlie, MacGyver something for us.
Some
Exactly.
tape, some cardboard, a pacifier. Next thing you
There you
know,
go.
he's blowing the door off the hinges. Good thing this stuff was all made in China. Very explosive.
Are you still getting shippings from China? I thought there was something like a trade war.
Are you kidding? No, we have no. It's over. We surrendered.
I laughed so hard in the last on the last Sunday stream with the what is it called? Twilight Zone.
Yeah, hi.
Yeah.
Hi.
When the guy was talking about
Mommy loves you. Okay.
Yeah, he said
Will
China.
mommy hold you?
Yeah.
All right. I think we're gonna go. I think it's time for me to pick him up and. Oh,
Okay.
we're going somewhere. Where are we going? Wait,
Oh, Charlie's
we have
taking
somewhere to
mommy
go.
somewhere.
Yeah.
Where are we going? You're taking mommy? You took mommy? Car? Where do you want to go? You want to go in the car? Do you want me to get the keys out of my bag?
Yeah, he was taking it to her bag
Car?
to get the car keys. He's going to get the car keys. And, yep.
Do you want me to go
Charlie
get the
just walked
keys?
Diana over to the pocketbook. Yeah.
Yeah, to
Watch your
drive
And
foot.
pointed at him and said, car.
We go in the car later, baby. Okay? We're not going to go in the car right now. Not right now. Okay? Not right now. But if you want to look at cars, there's cars outside. Do you want to look at the
So
cars
get in the
outside?
car and take it to McDonald's.
Play with the wheel.
It's
That's
time
always
for
Uh,
Egg McMuffin.
Yep.
so
There it is.
We arguably could go to a drive-through for something to.
yeah, she's waking up. Yeah. Yeah, Charlie wants
I
to
know,
to go
Richie.
see
I
Uncle
know.
Joey. Are they coming
Oh,
over
well.
or not this weekend?
Not now. I don't know. I don't know when they're coming. Not today. I don't think.
Oh, they
No,
could
well, they
surprise
probably
you.
her phone got smashed, so it's probably disconnected. If you want to just kick them, I don't know if you'll be able to get back.
It looks rather like a Wi-Fi connection problem. No, no.
Charlie's dropped her phone just from a couple feet, and it smashed to hell.
An iPhone,
Shattered.
I imagine.
No, not iPhone. Samsung or
Ah.
Google Pixel or something.
There we
Oh,
go.
Google Pixel. And they
I-
can be expensive as
all
well.
We're back for a second.
Yeah, and buffering again.
Yep.
D, if you can hear this, we can't hear or see you. So take care.
Yeah, it's gone. It sucks because we're hoping to hear more.
Yeah, and Cardinal Sin is asking here, Captain Trek, do you think you'll be able to make the panel show tomorrow? You usually do. I have a stream on Saturday as well.
Well, he's talking about his, and
Oh, his panel show. Okay.
yeah, more than likely, yes. Just go ahead and message me. Let me know what's going on tomorrow. That way, maybe I can prepare something for it instead of just coming on and sounding like a complete idiot.
Okay, 5 more minutes. They just pinged me.
And I knew you meant Sunday, yeah.
Oh, Sunday. Sorry. Okay.
Sunday.
Yeah, tomorrow I only have
Captain
mine.
Trek might eat the out-of-date spam that Mama Prey didn't send him.
Well, she needs to.
Are you still keeping the out of date spam at home?
We are, because it's so high up, it's out of Mama Prey's reach.
That's so cute. So probably somewhere around 6 feet, right?
Yeah, for 5.5 feet up.
Tractor pulling. Yeah. So.
Yeah, the tractor even has a plastic tow hitch. So it's like it's got room to add tractor stuff behind it.
Cool.
But if he has an affection, like if he likes tractors, isn't each the father?
I don't know, could be.
Could be.
I'm not joining you all in on this. I don't want him to hate me. But you all can say whatever you want. Not joining. Can I find what I'm looking for?
I need coffee.
Yes,
Black.
go get coffee.
I will after I finish the call. I will. I will make myself a coffee and.
Make myself some more coffee, but right now I want to avoid the screaming. So, which do I want more? Coffee or avoiding the screaming as much as possible? Trust me, I got my headset on.
And
I
it's
can't
too
hear it
loud.
quite as well. Oh, it's still loud. It's still loud. Even to me,
Yeah.
it's still loud.
Yeah.
And
The fun part is your little nephews. They are pretty loud from time to time, and but the thing is, I think it's always like when there are two kids and especially two boys together, it's just incredibly noisy.
Yes. Yes. 3
And
boys
if
here, and they are all not in any mood. Well, not in a good mood today because they'd rather be at home. And I have to agree. I'd rather have them at home myself. I'll be damned. I don't know headset before. I forgot about that. I have to throw it out.
Anita says that's what happens when you don't tell them to shut up or face the consequences. Yeah, that's the problem that
There are no
as an
consequences anymore.
that's the problem. And I always say that parents are the ones who should be the one who teach the kids what to do, what not to do, and not the uncles.
You should
Parents,
threaten to send them to the Karoga mines.
honestly, that would be a much better place. I mean,
Mama Prey used to threaten us with sending us to Miss Mimi's house. You remember that? Huh? You're gonna go to Miss Mimi's house. We thought that was a
Ooh,
real person.
meanie
Somebody
like
named
from
Miss.
from the word mean.
Yeah, like from the word mean.
Oh,
and good afternoon. It's
I always figured she meant her stepmother.
where are you? Just make it. Duct tape, you know. The funniest pictures that I saw were like kids stuck with duct tape to the wall, you know.
go. Okay, kept the one part of the wire I wanted. The rest is going in the trash.
It's the rules of the house. If the parent isn't there, the substitute laws are valid. If the parent is present, is the parent's law by law unless the impedes on the laws of the house. Oh,
Yeah,
okay, here's the guy. Okay. Okay, Captain, I need to go. Okay.
absolutely. Talk to you
Okay,
later, Joseph.
so
Yeah,
thank you very
yes.
much. Take care, Bert. Take care, Captain.
Take care. So what is Mama Prey doing this morning?
Mama Prey is just doing her normal Mama Prey morning duties.
Ah,
Usually she's talking with Charlie, but since they
right.
disconnected already, she's getting an early start on some of her things.
Ah,
And I think it's going to be this week. I'm about ready to cut the cord, Captain.
cool.
It's been a long time coming, but my cable box has been giving me nothing but problems this week, to the point that I'm using my over-the-air antenna right now. And I'm like, well, now there's honestly no point for me to keep this if it isn't
No,
even going to work.
that's true.
I could save between my cable and my TiVo bill, $120 a month. Put that to live TV from Hulu and literally get just about everything I want and still be saving $40+ a month. And if I ever find a service that has like just the 5 or 6 channels I give a shit about, it'd be even better.
Well, depending on what the 5 or 6 channels are, you know.
History Channel, Science Channel, BBC America,
Hmm.
Smithsonian Channel, and Paramount.
Right now,
Paramount Channel.
you might want to check out Sling.
I think I've checked Sling and they were missing 1 or 2 of those channels.
And you have to remember, are you checking orange, blue, or both?
I checked, let's just say I've checked a lot of things and recently. And like one place, which was pretty good, had just lost the History Channel. And the History Channel's the only one of those that I could do without is BBC America,
Right.
because the only thing I watch on BBC America is old Star Trek episodes. And reality is, I could watch those on Netflix or Paramount Plus or Hulu directly. It's just
Yep.
that, sometimes I rather not even watch with commercials, but watch, what somebody else chose
Yep.
to put on, which is weird, even though, like, well, I could go watch this episode right now if I wanted. So I really don't need BBC America. The others I do.
Right. So, the 4 channels that you need. So, yeah. Okay. Keep in mind, I was thinking of your channels change all the time, unfortunately.
Those have been pretty steady for a while,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
And Ricky Poole says, you forgot to mention MSNBC.
Yeah, I don't need MSNBC. Although, to be honest, I do need. Fuck, my earpiece fell in. Sorry. I do need some type of news channel. I don't care which one, but if something big happens, I do want to be able to like pull up a CNN or a Fox News or something. Wouldn't hurt if it has the Weather Channel.
Right.
I'm actively against packages that include sports programs.
Thank you.
Like, I could have the Disney Plus bundle that would cost me less, but I would then be giving money to ESPN. And I would say, fuck that. I'd rather keep
It'd be
Hulu and
worse.
Disney separate and not have ESPN.
Go ahead and bundle it. It's easier that way.
But I don't want to bundle it. I don't want ESPN to get any of my money.
Realistically, they already are anyhow.
Not if I'm not signed up for them.
Yep. Trust me. They share profits.
Well, whatever, but my number doesn't count towards somebody who subscribes to ESPN.
True. That doesn't count. But the money
Oh.
still goes to them. So,
Well, whatever. What companies do with their money, I can't control. But
that's true.
what I can control is say, fuck you. You're not going to get me to be listed as somebody who pays for you. And that's why if I found a service that had the channels I wanted and didn't have channels like Lifetime and BET and World Wrestling Federation, whatever channel, if that's still a thing, I would purposely not get those channels.
Okay.
If they have the Karoga channel, I'd be very happy. Since I don't believe there is a Karoga channel yet, I'd be also very surprised.
I would too. I would too. Well, at least you're on, so I will go ahead and get some coffee, and you can take over after this.
Listen to me very carefully, because I'm only going to say this once. Coffee. Black.
Coffee. Black. While I've got your attention, there are...
Coffee first. Well, this mentor would like another cup of coffee. I'm just gonna have to give up coffee. Want some coffee?
If I'm not mistaken, that's your third cup this morning.
Fourth, and on a day like today, it won't be my last. Coffee. The finest organic suspension ever devised. Commander, set a new course. There's coffee in that nebula.
I am the channel king. I have taken over the captain's channel. Apparently, though, I have no way of bringing up anybody because I now see there's someone backstage. Hello, Professor Brainy Specs. Hello, Richie Poole. Hello, NB Geek. Let's talk. Hello, not Ryan Johnson. Hello, Dr. Alex. How have you been doing, Doctor? The Random Menace says my head feels like an internet browser. Now 14 tabs open, 2 of them frozen, and I have no idea which one is playing the music. Oh my God, those days. I still get them because I have 56, 70 tabs open and I can't see the little fucking music icon sometimes. Oh, I loathe pages that auto load music or video. They should be deleted with extreme prejudice from the internet. Like the blink tag was. The blink tag. Can you guys remember? It used to be a native function of a web browser. You could blink text and images. And then they took it away. They took it away from us. Those bastards. I blame Microsoft. Technically, Blink was only supported by Netflix. Not Netflix. Netscape. Netscape Navigator. But Netscape was the web browser of choice for several years there.
Oh, yeah.
So they basically got to write their own standards.
So, yeah. When you're on
Shouldn't
top,
need-
you set the standard.
You shouldn't need to use JavaScript to recreate the blink tag. It should just work.
Theoretically, yes. Oh, let's see here. Chat. And good morning, Dr. Alex. Or, I'm sorry, good afternoon, Dr. Alex. I can tell I need coffee, which is why I'm glad I have some.
What are we on? Day 15 without Kronos?
Yep.
Perhaps today will be the day Kronos returns. Yeah, Kronos is still gone. He does it. He comes and he goes. Thank you, Dr. Alex. I had a little spark of energy this morning. No doubt from seeing the nephew.
Yes, good afternoon, Dr. Alex. Is he working on the Doctor? Season 13. Ah.
Oh, I didn't know you had Patreon supporters. Awesome.
Absolutely.
Maybe Dr. Alex could be a featured channel or something.
Well, yeah. As I said, I already have a list.
Oh, excuse me. Am I on the list?
Yes.
Oh, good.
Actually, no.
What the fuck?
Well, your channel's fucking huge. Why would you need my support?
Well,
Everybody who listens.
everybody counts. I'm sure there's somebody subscribed to you who's not subscribed to me.
I don't know why.
I'm just saying there has to
That's
exist.
possible. Okay, fine. I'll add you to the list.
Thank you. And for the record, I actually love the idea of a featured channel. Not enough to steal the idea, but I do like it.
Let's see here. Dr. Alex. So far, let me open up the YouTube tab so I can actually get the URL. Copy. And unless things change, I'll move things around a little bit. There we go. Dr. Alex will be on the 4th.
So,
wait a minute. Hold on. I'm trying to remember what day his stuff comes out. Sunday, I think. I don't know. I can move stuff around. But Knight5end is today's channel. Oh,
tell me if I'm crazy.
yes.
I didn't. Oh, okay. I'll tell you.
Go ahead.
So, as I told you, I'm cutting the cord.
Right.
Now, the antenna I currently have is basically like you know, the 2021 version of rabbit ears, which is the big flat antenna on the wall behind my TV, which it's does a decent signal on some channels when there's not a train or heavy equipment coming down my block, but it does pixelate out every so often, and some channels are really crappy compared to others. Now, I'm in New York City, just a few miles from one of the most powerful transmitters in, you know, the country. If I had an antenna on my roof, I'd probably be able to pick up 50, 60 channels with crystal clear whatever.
Why don't you get one?
Well, here's the thing. If I did put an antenna on the roof or on my chimney and had it wired down, I could use the same wires that I currently have split around the house for my cable and just use them as antennas to go right into my television. But I fear I would make that more more susceptible to lightning strike.
You could run the signal into a box, which is going to be what do they call it?
A surge protector.
Basically,
Do they
yeah.
have surge protectors for coax? I guess.
They do. They do. They're not called surge protectors, but they do the same thing. And maybe there. I don't know. Anyhow, I've seen them before, and it basically protects against a lightning strike or other natural weather crap. And so that way, it's just, you know, that's done.
Okay. I'll check that out.
Check on Amazon.
Because then I can get a TaskRabbit to just go up and put an antenna on my chimney or something.
Yep. Which would actually be, I think, quite helpful.
I think so.
And Random Minute says, Brother Pride, no lightning right on your roof?
Mom, you're going to go look. There is an antenna there, but it's an old antenna, and we cut the wire. I know there's an antenna there. It was there when I bought the house. We'd have to change that antenna with a new antenna.
The question is are you sure the wire's cut?
Yes, I cut the wire myself. I was like, we don't need this shitty old antenna anymore.
That was a brilliant idea.
Well, it was the antenna for the old analog signals. I knew we were switching to digital. It's not going to work. I don't think it works anymore.
Technically, the antenna would work. You would just need a digital box in order
but is it the same antenna?
Yeah, you can use the same antenna.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Because that doesn't make any sense. It's a different frequency. Everything I know about antennas tells me the antenna has to be tuned to the frequencies it's trying to receive.
I've been using, as a backup, old antenna that I was using before they went digital.
Really?
Yes.
Huh.
It still works. However, because the signal's crappy, the TV, however, has a built-in
digital
tuner.
Tuner.
Yeah. when I was using another TV, it's like, okay, I can't do it because it didn't have the digital tuner.
So you're using your old analog antenna and
Yep.
plugged into a digital TV, and it works.
Yeah.
Wow. Then I made a terrible decision.
It would be better, of course, to have a digital antenna, but I'm using what I have. The question is, have you even shopped for antennas?
No. I don't know if there's a lightning rod on my roof. I've never been up there.
Well, I thought you cut the cord.
I cut it as high as I could reach. Like 7
So it's
and a
still
half feet.
coming through the roof.
No, it's hanging off the back of my house.
Hmm. And the random minute says, yes, basically you only need a DV-BT converter that is usually already built in the TV. Well, the TV I was using was old. It was before digital was even thought of. It finally died, the TV, that is.
I don't understand, though. How is it that one antenna picks up such very different frequencies?
Because if you think about it, it's still in the range. It's just not tuned the same way. The converter, however, can fine-tune it.
Okay.
It was a more broad signal.
Okay, I get it. Somebody thought ahead. Let's see. Right, yeah, I guess it's very possible. Then we just need a new coax. And the antenna that's there doesn't need to be taken off at all.
Well, I mean, it doesn't need to be, but
I mean,
it's probably
somebody
old.
could go, yeah, but if it's old, but if it's, old doesn't mean anything. If it's still working.
Yeah. Hello, hello. And Dr. Alex. Hello.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes.
A little bit. You're on the quiet side, but yes.
On the quiet side. Okay. How about now?
Now it's perfect.
Wait. Is that Joseph?
Yes, that's me.
Yay! Hello. We have no names on screen at the moment, so it's very mysterious.
Yeah. And anyway, my mind would say the random menace.
Of course. Oh, I can see us now.
But I can edit the name and put in there into brackets.
See, we got the cat as well. Look, cat.
Cat.
Yeah, I had to fix Sleep O Pray again yesterday.
Yeah, Bert. Basically, with the antennas that are on the roof, it's first of all, in terms of the lightning rod, if you have the antenna there, and no lightning rod, it makes no difference if the antenna is there and it's connected to your TV or not. and you are probably not even the tallest building in the surrounding area that would be attractive to lightning strikes. That's another thing. However,
No, I'm
it's
not tallest, but lightning literally struck my driveway once.
Hmm.
So it doesn't have to strike the tallest thing.
yeah.
Plus, Bird of Prey lives in New York's very small hobbit community, so he's surrounded by hobbit holes.
That's the one thing, and it is weird because I don't know. Here the houses have to have all lightning rods, and because otherwise I wouldn't be able to get even an insurance on that one. I even have to have it checked every 4 years. A technician has to come over and measure everything every 4 years. Just I don't need to do that, but if actually a lightning should strike the house and something got damaged, and I wouldn't have a documentation that it was tested, I would be screwed out of any coverage. So that's the one thing. The fun
Wow.
part is the lightning rod has to be 80 centimeters, which is something under 3 feet.
Mhm.
Or 2.5 feet above the chimney, so the highest point of the roof. Those are like the rules. And in terms of the antenna, some depending on how the antenna looks like, it will definitely receive the TV signal. It doesn't matter if it's analog or digital. Sometimes the old antennas just needed to be adjusted into the direction so that basically the spikes coming out of it are in the correct angle to the.
You know what?
Uh,
I bet this one is fuck. This one's so old. It's probably pointed at where the World Trade Center was. It's got to be
Probably.
pointed at the Empire State
there is
Building.
another tall building in that place. So
Yeah, but the from where I am, it's a pretty significant difference where the World Trade Center was to where the Empire State Building is.
True.
and so maybe
Though they
a slight.
rebuilt the trades, they rebuilt. That's true. They rebuilt the so-called Freedom Tower.
Yeah, the Freedom
I
Tower
wonder
is
if
there.
they ever went back to broadcasting from there.
Good question.
That's a good question, definitely.
I'm
The
sure
thing
there's a
is,
website that shows.
the thing is the DVB-T antennas, and basically, if somebody has to go up on the roof, you can basically buy just a cheap DVB-T antenna and mount it directly on the analog one, on the old one, and point it into the correct direction to the sending to the senders. So that's another thing. If you need to anyway put a new
So
coax
mount
cable
a
on it,
second antenna to the existing antenna.
because they basically the DVB-T antennas, the new ones, they are no bigger than, I don't know, that like smaller than a tablet, something like 7-inch
Oh,
tablets.
really?
Yeah.
They are really small. They are really small.
I see.
And you can basically fix it onto the main rod of the old antenna. So that's how it works. You just need to Google it. I know because we did it on my in-laws house. So the biggest problem was, and it's not a problem. It was actually a funny thing. We put it up something like November, and the signal was perfect, and everything worked like a charm.
No.
And not the snow, not the snow.
Oh.
The spring came, and something like March and April, the signal went away. Like 50% of the
leaves.
channels were pixelating. Exactly, leaves on trees. because water is blocking all signals. Yeah, and what is full with water? The trees and leaves. Yeah.
Yep.
So and there were like very tall trees around their house. So a few years ago, the trees had to be removed because of another construction that was happening there. And now the signal is fine, but they switched to satellite in the meantime. So yeah.
And as for how long the cable would need to be, probably a 35-foot run from the top of the chimney to the basement where I split off the coax cable.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why anybody would need that, but Cardinalson asked.
Yeah.
And then
Because signal loss, basically it's all about signal loss. How but when you buy a standard coax cable, they are shielded enough. You don't buy the cheapest stuff that you find on the market, but if it's shielded enough, it should be more than fine. And then and it is something like 10-11 meters, which is basically nothing. That's completely fine.
No,
in terms
I've
of
got a
coax
bunch
cable.
of like the 3-foot coax cables that come free with shit, and a whole bunch of connectors. I just make
No, if
cables of my own
it,
length.
Bert, if possible, avoid
No,
any
it saves a lot
connections.
of money this way. And like
Y-
some parts I don't even use coax. I just have a coax to RJ45 adapter. So I use a couple of feet of RJ45 and then adapt it back to coax. It's all wires. I mean, what's the difference?
Usually because the coax around connectors are just crap. So that's the main point. But if it's shielded
Sig-
enough,
Then
signal
there's a custom spot
integrity.
where I actually use. I'm proud of this one. I use 2 metal hangers, but they don't touch, and I put some duct tape between them just to keep them separate.
Okay.
I got me
Yeah.
a couple feet.
Are these
yeah,
coat hangers
metal
like this and
hangers
sparks
good.
run up them? I mean,
Yeah.
how does this?
Metal
know-
hangers good for receiving TV signals and for certain medical purposes as well, right? Jesus, that was a bad joke.
Yeah, if you haven't realized I was joking. I obviously know, yes, I want quality coax cable, not
Quality coax cable, because the digital signal is literally very sensible in terms of like you don't want to have a pixelated picture all the time. And that's the problem. It's digital, so it's either zeros or ones. So either you have signal or you don't have signal. Nothing in between. Pretty much.
So yeah, you're and Cardinalson's right. You're better with coax cable rather than going coax to something else to going back to coax. You're going to have signal loss.
Yeah.
I just throw a lot of active, one of those things, repeaters along the
Volcanoes.
line.
Oh, good.
No,
Yeah.
not volcanoes, amplifiers.
Amplifiers. So I can tell you, putting in the buying amplifiers and putting together different types of cables. It's way more expensive than just buying something like
Did you
30
know
feet
that
of
you're also amplifying the background noise that you don't
It's
actually
like
want?
I amplify it so much that when a bird lands, it gets shocked and then you hear ah, and it takes off again.
Professor Brainy Specs is just going Star Trek, Star Trek, Star Trek, Star Trek, Star Trek over and over again in the chat. I don't know what he wants.
I don't know.
It's mystery.
Yeah. Okay. Professor Brainy Specs. So since you want Star Trek, let's discuss the perfection of Michael Burnham.
Hmm.
I would say this is a great topic. Then we can talk about the
If I
fantastic
can hire
relationship.
Michael Burnham and Tilly to put up my antenna, I will.
Yeah, and you would probably put some grease on the what is it called? Like not the steps,
The rungs
ladder
of the ladder.
on the ladder. Yeah, so that they
I was
fall
wondering
down,
where you
right?
were going with that.
Yeah. The most violent way, knowing Bert.
You know, he
And Professor says confirmed. Bert hates birds.
Yes.
Yeah, just imagine like a flock of birds flying over Bert's house, and due to the signals, they all lose, like the connection with the magnetic field of the Earth, and they just drop dead on his driveway. And basically, yeah, Mamo Pray every morning will be shoveling dead birds from the driveway.
Yep.
Sassy breakfast time.
we all know what that means. Egg for sassy.
And he hits it.
Yep, that's what I was worried about.
Yeah. It's a really Tilly. At least I hope season 1 Tilly, not season 3 Tilly.
Everybody has different tastes.
I think season 1 Tilly is gone forever.
Yeah. Until she really runs a marathon.
Yes, that would be. That'd be worth watching just for that.
Like in slow motion, Baywatch style, with eventually the music from Chariots of Fire playing in the background, right?
Yeah, only they wouldn't have to actually slow it down. It would probably look like that anyway. Oh, do you want to hear some spoilers about my upcoming series in terms of guest stars?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, spoilers. I have got Doomcock. Doomcock will be in 2 of the episodes.
Wow.
That's number one piece of
Awesome.
news. Yes, he's in episodes 2 and 3 because his character persists over those 2 episodes. But I also have, as of today, it arrived today, Mindless Entertainment, Jesse Marstone, and Jeff, World Class Bullshitters. They're both in episode 3. So, in fact, episode 3 is like guest star apocalypse. So he's got Doomcock, Jesse, and Jeff, all of them in the same episode.
Perfect.
Yes, I hope it'll be amazing.
Yeah, and they have actually good voices, all of them. So.
Yep. Oh, Doomcock. I mean, Jesse and Jeff are great. They're brilliant. I love them. But Doomcock's acting is he does a very good sort of English gentleman type accent for his character, and it's almost spot on in terms of the accent all the way through. It's brilliant the way he does it.
So you already have the recording?
Oh yeah. I've Doomcock's one. I've already actually edited into video form, so I've got it ready to insert into the episodes, which I need to record, obviously.
Oh, and when do you need Ozzy O'Prey to record his lines?
Well, I don't have a strictly Australian character in it.
Crikey.
About a New Yorker.
Yeah, probably episode 14 of this 13 episode series.
Yeah, it'd be special. Yeah. I have to do a fake. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, I just wanted to say that, Bert, you can do something like Will Wheaton does the Ready Room, so you can do something like that. In the
Crikey, no ready room for Ozzy O'Prey. I still have my dignity.
No, you don't. And good morning, Elihu Who. Good morning, LDG.
Ooh. Oh, I have one character where I have to fake an American accent, and the whole joke is that the accent isn't. They've never been to America, so their accent is terrible. So the fact I can't do a decent American accent works perfectly.
Well, you can have Bird do that. He can't even fake an American accent.
I'm
click
an
up to do that.
American. I sound like American actors do.
Yay.
I reckon we're going to have a problem.
Oh, I kind of wish I did put you in the role now.
No. No.
And Captain Deckard spoke. Hello, welcome to the stream. And Piquet says, "Good morning. If you need an authentic down under, it's Aussie or Prey." Yeah.
Aye. And good morning, P-Cat. Good morning, the Catman, aka D.D. Myers. And good morning, Captain Deckard Spock.
So, and when are you releasing the episode?
Oh, what, me? Oh, God, that was me, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I was in a big freaking panic because I thought that the BBC would have their series out by the end of September. Is it the 1st of October today?
Yes.
Yes, what I thought. So apparently, now the rumors are that they won't have their season 13 episode 1 out until November sometime. So my initial fear was I'll never get episode 1 finished in time. I did. If they'd done it, I could have had it out in parallel just. But now I'm getting increasingly confident I'll have the first 6 episodes done before they release their first one. So I'm going to... that was a long answer for a short question. The short answer is I'll be releasing them in step with their episodes.
Okay. So that we can have a good Who and a bad Who, right?
Exactly, yes. And I'm scratching my head because I tried that with season 12 as well, although I got out of step quite quickly. But their show times are often something stupid like 6 or 10 to 7. And YouTube isn't quite that good when you do a scheduled release. They can't do it in that fine. It's either half past or on the hour. So before, I think I released them just after they were doing them. I think I might release them just before if they do that again, so that my episodes can be out the way before they've got their crap on the screen.
Exactly. That way, people are actually listening to you instead of watching that.
Is the idea. Yeah.
And what are your thoughts about the original showrunner coming back? Or
I was actually invited on to Zvi Lebeck in The Rabbi from Another Planet's stream a couple of days ago, where he wanted me on for precisely this reason, to discuss my thoughts on RTD coming back. And in the short summary of what I think, he is of such a caliber that he could rescue the series, yeah? But, and this is the proviso I said to Zvi, he's still working for the BBC. I think a lot of the politics might still be there, constraining what he can do. So although it's possible, I mean, God's sake, I fixed the freaking series and I'm not being hired by the BBC. RTD definitely has the chops to do it, but he might not have the freedom creatively to write the series entirely.
That's why I've been more cautious.
So cautiously optimistic, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And who would be your casting choice?
Well, if it were me, I'd bring bloody Capaldi back and just use what I did. But there are plenty of actors out there who could do it. I still think Richard Ayoade from the IT crowd could do it quite well.
The problem is I know him only from the IT crowd, where he was really crazy. I don't know how he is in other roles. If it is his typical style of acting, or he can do as well something different.
He can be a little bit more he can be more straight down the line. I've seen him in interview more than anything else, more than actually acting in other roles. But yeah, he doesn't have to be that. He doesn't actually have that voice either. Quite. He's got a slightly more centered, normal voice. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think he could do the Doctor role justice. There are many others that could, I'm sure. But that was just one that sprang to mind. Yeah.
So that it's not like that your typical white male, right? So that you can have at least something like a checkbox ticked.
Yeah, although quite frankly, I don't give a crap about the checkboxes either. But
I know. But the question is if BBC is aligned with that one, which I hardly doubt they are.
Yeah, that's why people are like, oh yeah, the old Showrunner is coming back, and I'm going, yeah, but it's still the BBC.
Yep, exactly. Still a big problem.
Unless he had some stuff worked into his contract, he may be holding out hope on something that may or may not happen.
Mm-hmm. Sean Pertwee would be bloody brilliant as the Doctor, but he might be viewed as being too old, and he might be too confused with his father.
I don't know him.
Yes, you do. You've seen Gotham, haven't you?
Oh yes. Oh. Okay.
He's Alfred in Gotham. But he's also been in loads of other things as well over the years in films.
Yes.
But he's the son of John Pertwee, who was, of course, the third.
The question is, do they want to go younger, older, or which direction?
I'm chuckling about that because that came up in conversation with Sevilla Letkin as well, and afterwards in comments we were making on the YouTube. He was talking about the large number of gay creators in Doctor Who and how they want ever younger male actors in roles because they're living out their fantasies. And I said, yeah, that was my complaint about the new Doctor Who from the get-go, is that they were having perpetually ever younger and younger doctors until they got to Capaldi. But it was just like, one of the reasons I didn't watch Matt Smith was like, oh, you've cast a freaking fetus now. Just because you're perpetually chasing younger and younger flesh doesn't mean that we want that in the Doctor's role necessarily. But I suspect with RTD back in the seat, expect I don't know, the youngest male actor you've ever seen in the role with some arseless chaps on. I don't know.
There was a talk about this singer.
I know the one you mean. Yeah, that'd be it.
Actually, here I see a comment that he could bring back Tennant. Eli
could
says,
be done.
Or Eccleston, but the question is, would they want to do that? That's the one question. Eccleston. I liked Eccleston's run really, and it was so short. And bring back Rowan Atkinson as the Doctor.
Yeah, that could work.
I said if you want to go badass, get Idris Elba on board.
Yeah, it would be different.
It would be different, and Idris Elba is not going to play a TV role as a
no.
As
he's
a
also a
movie
little
star.
bit too. I know he has a range of roles he's played, but he's a little bit too sort of muscle, if you know what I mean.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
You know
quite.
what?
I've not
Yeah.
seen him play many cerebral roles. That's what I'm really saying.
The thing is, Matt Smith. I like Matt Smith as the Doctor. He was good, and especially when Doctor gives his speeches
Mhm.
and everything, it's his speeches had a charm, and
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you saw his basically his first outing.
Mhm.
I don't know what the name of the episode, but in the end, when basically he's chasing away the race that wants to destroy Earth. The speech was perfect, and then and I think he has done it without the bow tie. at the time.
Right. I think Matt Smith is brilliant. The only reason I said I didn't watch Matt Smith's run initially because I just thought, who the hell's this actor? He looks like he's 12. I'm done with this for now. But in the next 3 years, I only heard good things about him and about Doctor Who. So about 3 years after he'd taken over the role, I went back, starting from his first episode, and did a catch up and thought, dear God, he's brilliant. This is fantastic. And I immediately saw what he was doing. That he was doing a Patrick Troughton in a young man's body. It was like, oh yes, this is, yeah, I can totally see what you're doing here. And yeah, so I am totally on board with Matt Smith's portrayal and how he went at it. It was, I mean, it's almost if he knew how young he looked and how can I do this differently? But if I take one of the older doctors and make it like he's in my body, this will work, and it bloody well did.
Yeah, and obviously Professor Brainy Specs, who is a big Doctor Who fan, immediately put in the name of the episode, the 12th hour. And Eli, who says the Pandorica? I don't know if it was the Pandorica. No, it's the 12th hour, says Professor. Yeah.
Was it the 12th or the 11th hour?
The 11th. Oh, Professor says the 11th hour. Okay. 11th, not the 12th hour. 11th. 11th, yeah. So I liked his run. Honestly, I watched everything, and even Jodie's run, like the first few episodes.
You've done more than I did.
But people keep saying, even the professor says that the 12th season was better than the 11th, but I never watched that one. Not a single episode.
From my perspective, I knew it was almost certainly going to be crap. I also knew they were going to gender swap the Doctor from way back, from as soon as they brought in the Missy character, because it was bloody obvious. It wasn't just Jimbo. Moffat was to blame as well, and the BBC just pushing things in that direction. But what was I going to say? I didn't watch the Jodie Whittaker Chimbal Doctor deliberately because I didn't want my love and perception of Doctor Who to be corrupted and destroyed by irritation and just loathing for inept writing. So I thought, stick at the end of 12. And then when I did very shortly thereafter decide, everyone's complaining about how crap it was, okay, do it better then. Don't just sit there complaining like everyone else, do it better. But I would have been hard pressed to do it better if I'd been bombarded with imagery from the crap. I'm okay taking it in secondhand, watching other people's reviews, fine, I'll do that. But I'm not going to sit there and bombard an entire episode into my brain and have my vision of Doctor Who basically corrupted and perverted by the dross they're throwing out. So it helps me to write better Doctor Who, to vaguely know the crap they've done, but not to have it poison my imagery for Doctor Who.
All right.
From the whole season 11, the only episode that I somehow enjoyed was the one where they made fun of Amazon. I don't know what even the name of the episode. Yeah, so that one, that was the only
Kablam.
one that
I believe it's called Kablam.
Yeah, Kablam. Yeah, exactly. That was the only one that I could somehow enjoy. But Arachnids in the UK was just a disaster.
It's amazing I can name these episodes because I watched the reviews coming out.
The reviews,
so many people. Yeah. But I did not watch them, thank God.
Yeah. And Professor immediately Kerblam. No, the thing is, I never watched Doctor Who. I'm one of the normies, in terms of Doctor Who. I never watched it like religiously. I didn't try to memorize all the facts and all the details about the show. And
me neither, believe it or not.
But you like it.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah. And the thing is, if just imagine if all Star Trek was like vanished from the face of the planet, I would be destroyed. Yeah. If the same thing happened to Doctor Who, I would be like,
Yeah.
And literally the first Doctor Who episode. I mean chronologically the first episode. I watched only a few months ago when Professor Brainy Specs sent me a link where I could watch it for free. Otherwise, the only Doctor Who that I watched was basically the 2005 run when they restarted the show again with Eccleston, and I started even that one. I started watching only. I think Matt Smith was already Doctor when I started watching that one. So I went back and watched the episodes. Yeah.
I'm not actually as religious a Doctor Who fan as many people might think. I have not seen all the episodes of Doctor Who, which is in a way a really good and useful thing, because with the crap that BBC is currently pumping out, and I do actually want to watch some good Doctor Who. I went back and watched the first and almost finished watching the second Doctor. And by first and second, I don't mean Eccleston. I mean William Hartnell and Patrick Troughton,
Hartnell.
which I'd never seen before. I mean, I'd seen An Unearthly Child, the first ever episode, once. I'd seen the odd Troughton episode because they repeated a few when I was a kid, not many, because a lot of them are lost. There was a few, quite a bit of Pertwee repeated when I was a kid, but I was born with Tom Baker coming in, and I was 6 or 7 when Tom Baker came out. If ever a true word, they had me for the first 6-7 years. Tom Baker is my Doctor. That's it. There's no other Doctor. And even as a 7-year-old kid, as the other Doctors came in, Peter Davison, still the wet vet to me, because he was All Creatures Great and Small right up until taking over the Doctor, and I was being forced to watch that by my parents, not enjoying it. Then he became the Doctor, so I already had a bit of a drop off in interest because he was no Tom Baker. He's a great actor, he's no Tom Baker, and from there on in, it just sort of tailed down until Sylvester McCoy, when the movie came out and he got shot multiple times in the alley, me and my 2 flatmates were cheering at the TV. It was a relief to see him taken out. But I was not watching a lot of Peter Davison. I was sort of in and out, but watching fairly rigorously. Colin Baker, very in and out, and Sylvester McCoy like every other episode, if that. So I didn't have an encyclopedic knowledge of Doctor Who. I didn't have the stuff before Tom Baker, and the stuff after was getting increasingly patchy. But you're right, I did love it. It's just I didn't obsessively get all the information into my brain, yeah?
Right. I actually, what I've seen, I like the second Doctor.
Yeah, Troughton's brilliant and was an excellent actor in many other roles. I mean, he's in 2, let's get this right. Yeah, he's in 2 Ray Harryhausen films. He's in Jason and the Argonauts, and he's in the Sinbad and the Eye of the Tiger, if I remember rightly. So Troughton is awesome in any role.
And Gigero Buba says here, I went back and tracked down a lot of the original Doctor. Yeah, I think BBC is tracking down still some available episodes.
Oh yeah.
From what I learned, like reading on some articles, that they found some of the episodes that they originally deleted, that there were some copies somewhere in Africa where they found those.
Yeah, it is brilliant. They keep doing this. I mean, a lot of the Hartnell and Troughton has been audio only with either stills. They got a lot of stills that they took while or in some cases cartoon versions have been brought out.
Versions.
But it's all there though, and amazingly, they are all there in audio form. Someone had recorded all the audio, so you can see them all, but you just can't see them properly.
Yeah. And are you listening as well to the plays they are doing, like audio plays?
Big Finish.
Big Finish, yeah.
Yeah, it's to my shame and embarrassment in a way. I was employed by Big Finish to write for them. I never listened to their stuff and I never read their stuff. John, my editor John, was perpetually saying, "Oh well, this has happened to the Doctor, and this happened to the Doctor." I'm going, "Did it? It wasn't on screen. I didn't see it then." And I didn't, even though we were sharing a flat, me and Hugh and John, writing together for Big Finish at one point. Actually, I think the writing occurred after we'd moved into different places, but we were all Doctor Who fans living in the same flat. But I never watched that stuff. So he hired me and I would write stuff and he'd say, "Oh, that fits really well with this and this and this." And I'm going, "Does it?" I had no idea because I wasn't writing the intention of fitting in with that. I just wrote it because I liked this idea as a story and like the character of the Doctor. And beyond that, I was not hidebound by all this extra universe lore that was out there. I wanted to write good stories with the characters, and actually, if you write sensibly, you won't get tripped up by existing canon, because you don't run afoul of it. If you're doing your own stuff, but not in a way that will contradict things or easily contradict things that you know are basic Doctor Who, time traveler, has a TARDIS, from Gallifrey, regenerates, and a few companions you know. That's about all you need to know to write Doctor Who and not screw up the canon. Only if you actively go out there and throw some of those things I just listed out of the window do you actually screw up canon.
Yeah. And the Doctor is from Gallifrey.
And the what is from Gallifrey?
The Doctor is from Gallifrey.
Yeah. Kind of important.
Yeah. The last episode doesn't think so.
Oh, well, I hadn't seen that. That was just
from what I heard. I haven't seen a single episode from Series 12.
No, me neither. Of course, I've not watched 11 either. But yeah, rather not.
As I said, 11, maybe 5 episodes, and I was like, no, I'm out.
That's what happened when I started watching STD. I got 6 episodes in, and it was already from episode 1 irritating as hell. But by the 6th, I was like, this is unsalvageable. This is crap. I can't stay with this. This is going to ruin my vision. This is going to ruin my vision of Star Trek. Actually, another reason I should have. I think, did they come out at the same time? STD and Jodie Whittaker Chimble shit, or was it
September 2017 is Star Trek? So
right.
I don't know if
I think it was slightly ahead of the Doctor Who crap, very slightly. So after watching STD, that's what really put in my head. No, this has already fouled your imagery for Star Trek. Don't do the same thing with Doctor Who. This is why I did not watch the new Doctor Who. I say Doctor Who, I should put air quotes around it. I didn't watch Chimble's bollocks.
Yeah. But according to Chibnall, Doctor got an upgrade.
Well, I'm not responsible for his weird psychosis and self-loathing.
And Cardinal Sin says, I have every episode of Doctor Who that's ever been made and is still available in the classic series. Cool.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Very cool. Well, I'm getting there slowly. I've almost reached the end of Troughton, and I will then plough my way through Pertwee.
Are the episodes good? Is it any good? I mean, from storytelling.
Are you talking to me?
Yes.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Variable. The thing that surprised me was the first Doctor, because in my mind as a kid, when we'd seen 1 or 2 episodes of that rerun, I was like, this isn't the Doctor. This old, creaky old man. This isn't the Doctor. He's so cold and so severe. Was my reaction to the first Doctor for a long time. Although I've written stories with him in subsequently, my view of him was always as a very cold, standoffish character. But when I watched the first Doctor properly, the writing is way up there. I mean, it's the worst effects and the worst props and scenery you've ever seen. But the stories, some of them are way above what you would expect. So this is what carried the first Doctor and made it a classic series. Is not the effects, because they're terrible. Not even a lot of the acting, because some of the actors aren't great. But the central one is his acting, although he as a person was having trouble with his mental health in terms of his memory and stuff, he was playing the role brilliantly. And the stories were by some of the strongest writers we've had. Terry Nation, of course, who invented the Daleks, yeah? He didn't just invent the Daleks. He wrote a lot of very solid sci-fi stories that were underpinning that first Doctor. Troughton, it gets a little bit more patchy, but there are... Terence Dix, I've now realised, is the story editor for the later Troughton. And there are bits of Troughton where it goes up and down like a yo-yo. Sometimes like, oh, that was a bit flat and dull. And then sometimes like, oh, yeah, I can see what you're doing here. This is quite good. Invasion. I've just finished watching Invasion, which is the Cybermen Invading Earth. Over about 6 episodes. I often think these 6 episode ones could have been shorter. They could have been 4, many of them. But this one didn't drag, and this one was good. And Terrence Dix was the script editor for that. So, that was Troughton's a bit more up and down, and some of them are a lot lower. But there are some good stuff. There's some good stories in there still.
Good morning, Geek Hero Bubba. But yeah, I probably would agree with given their budget.
Given the budget effects are amazing. You know what? And honestly, I don't care that much about like special effects and
me neither.
Whatever, as long as the story is good.
Yes. I mean, I'm older. I'm kind of old, and I'm used to not having good special effects on TV because it was still that way when they were making it. When the Fourth Doctor was in there, it was still crappy effects by today's standards. But I really enjoyed the stories. And as a small child, I was scared and hiding behind the sofa. I did not care.
Yeah. I'm year of production 76, so I'm not that young. So, but behind the
You're
Iron
the same
Curtain,
age as my brother.
See. And behind the Iron Curtain, there was no Doctor Who. And actually, even on Austrian TV, that was the only TV that we could get because the signal came over from Austria. They never had Doctor Who. Never. I don't remember it in all the years, which is interesting.
It didn't sell very well outside of the English-speaking nations, and even the US barely ran it for a long time. And then, is it PBS was running it initially?
Yeah.
Yeah, but for a long time it wasn't run in the US properly. And Australia, I mean the former colonies, otherwise known as the Commonwealth, those countries did run it, but that was about it, really.
Yeah. One of my best friends is a Tom Baker loyalist, Whovian. He's 41. Yeah.
He's almost too young for it.
Absolutely.
No, because with Star Trek, it is like if somebody asked me what was the first episode that you ever watched of Star Trek, I couldn't say because it was always there. Because the Austrian television was basically the 97 episodes, or how many 79 episodes are there, right? Of the original series, they were I think on a loop like throughout the year. So
BBC 2, 6 o'clock in the afternoon, evening. That was just Star Trek for the entirety of my childhood until they released the next gen.
Yeah. So what was I can't even say what was the first episode, and especially it was in German at the time. So I didn't understand everything because obviously it took me like a few years to understand the language. So yeah. But as I said, it was MacGyver, Michael Knight, and Captain Kirk were my German teachers. Because those were the shows I was watching on TV, and slowly but surely I could understand what they are talking about, and then it even became more interesting. Yeah.
Oh, good.
And I think I could say easily that Stargate was the show that taught me English. So, yeah, because when I started watching Stargate, I had to have subtitles at the time. Yeah.
Right.
And now it seems to be working just fine.
Yeah, I find it funny.
I can understand almost all accents that are appearing on the screen here.
I've learned to tolerate subtitles. I still don't like them, but I've learned to tolerate them.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, when I was an older teenager, there was a lot of borderline pornographic French films being shown late night on Channel 4 and BBC 2 here with subtitles, so I got used to subtitles.
I don't think you were reading the text. Sorry.
Oh, we, and mon Dieu, I think you don't need subtitles for that.
If you're wasting your time reading subtitles, yeah.
And Darren is in the chat. Hi, Darren. Europeans have taken over the Morning Brew.
That's right. Europeans have taken over the Morning Brew. Sleep O Pray is doing something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's better pray asleep again.
Yes.
Oh, should we talk quietly?
No.
Not sleeping. I'm looking up people in the neighborhood to put up TV antennas.
Cool.
Does that
Oh,
mean you're actually are you at the window with binoculars just staring at your neighbors, and you've just said that as sort of cover that?
You know that he has CCTV cameras all over his place.
True.
So he's basically spying, switching to night vision. And
I'm using the nextdoor.com social network to get recommendations if anybody has experience doing this.
The peering through the binoculars at his neighbors is purely coincidental.
That's just for fun. And not Ryan Johnson says Napo Pray 5.
Oh, yes.
Darren Wagner says, what is this TV antenna you speak of?
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing that Bird is looking for. Which is weird, basically, thinking about having an antenna in use again after so many years. Because I was really thinking about even removing the satellite dish that I have on the roof. But yeah, it's there. It's not rusty, so it's okay. Because I'm simply not using it at all. I have sometimes, like tics, like let's go back to and have like proper TV channels and everything like available. So, and then I'm like, why should I spend money on that?
Mm-hmm. My thought exactly as well. That's why I don't pay the license fee anymore, and I don't have a TV.
The problem is I have to pay the license here.
Really?
Yes,
worse
because
than this country.
Yes, it is. It is literally called like it has a nickname, a plug law. So if you have electric plug in your house, you have to pay. You have to pay the TV, basically for the public broadcasters. You have to pay that, and it doesn't matter if you have TV or you don't have TV. If you pay cable TV, satellite, whatever, you have electricity in your house, you have to pay it. And the worst thing is, for example, the flat my mother lives in. All the bills are in my name. Here in this house, all the bills are in my wife's name.
Right.
So you're paying the tax twice.
And it doesn't matter that we are married. I have to pay it. We have to pay it twice, basically. If the bill was in my name, in both places, I would have to pay only once the fee. Because
Which country are you in?
Slovakia.
It is Slovakia,
yeah. Because it is literally like if you own like multiple properties, like I don't know, you have a weekend house somewhere, or a cabin, and you have a flat or a house somewhere else, you pay it only once. Yeah, but everything has to be in your name, and it doesn't. And here in this case, I co-own the property. I mean, this house. I have a flat in the city, and I still have to. I still have to pay. We have to still pay the fees twice, which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Don't give my Don't give the government here any ideas because they're
Any
desperate.
ideas, right?
Yeah,
And
they're
and
desperate to
and
try
and you know
funnel
what?
money.
The worst thing is that if you are a company, so whatever legal form of company you have, doesn't matter if it's something limited or you are like self-employed or whatever. In that case, you have to pay for every TV that you have. So just imagine you would have something like a pub with 2 TV sets, you would have to pay the fee twice. And radio is separate, a separate fee. So just imagine you have something like a fleet of cars in your company. Every single car has a radio. I know that people are not exactly obeying that rule. There were certain companies when the law came into when the law came into, how do you say it right now? Finish the effect. Thank you.
Mhm.
Many companies started ordering like new cars without radios.
Yeah.
But right now you have the problem that you don't have you don't have radios in your cars anymore because you have the entertainment centers in new cars and it's built in and it's not like a radio that you can basically just take out, you know. So right now it's a little bit problematic, but otherwise, just imagine you are self-employed taxi driver or Uber driver or whatever. You have to pay not only for that stuff that you have at home, but you have to pay a special fee for the radio you have in your car.
Yeah.
That is insane.
Yeah, it's insane. I'm not saying the fees are like extremely high. It's something
Well-
like a few euro a month, but it still comes together, you know. And just when I think in the in the office, we it's a 10-story building and we are in the office like almost 2,000 people. Okay, obviously not right now since March of last year,
Right.
but in the canteen there are something like 20 TVs.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
So 20 times you have to pay the fee. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That just seems unreasonable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is unreasonable.
By the way, radio's been free for, well, since before I was born. So even though you pay the license fee here, you're really paying just for the TV. The radio is like a freebie. Which may wonder how they pay for it. But yeah. So you're in a definite worse state even in this country.
Yeah, and because it is even basically like one company, RTVS, it's called Radio and Television Slovakia. It's and they couldn't call it Slovak Radio and Television because SRAT literally means in Slovak poop. So as a verb, to poop. So and but with the S in the beginning. So they had to change the acronym, so they start with radio in the first place. But it's one company, and the fees are but the fees are small, something like, I don't know, let's say 5 for TV and 2 for the radio, but they are split but paid in one package. And when you have a company, obviously you multiply every device that you have. So if you have like 20 radios, you have to pay 20 times the €2. And if you have, I don't know, 3 TVs, you pay the TV 3 times.
Yeah.
So that's a little bit weird.
Mm-hmm.
And they were talking like multiple times that this should be all cancelled, but none of the governments were willing to do it because obviously the public broadcasters are getting like millions and millions of euros each year.
Yeah. I mean, it's weird. I supported a state-funded broadcasting corporation in this country until it got to a point where I could see it was no longer making programs worthy of the cost we're paying. Yeah,
Right.
which is around the time I quit one job and started doing my becoming a doctor path. coincidentally, but there were things. I used to work in education in a certain sector, and I would teach using documentaries that the BBC had made for years because they were still relevant. They were good. Horizon was the one I'm thinking of particularly. But around the time I quit teaching, about 2012, their episodes became so facile and so worthless and content free. I couldn't use them to teach children. They were that shite. And already the news output had been crap for years. I mean, since the 90s, the news had been in the dogs. But at least their science and education output was good up until 2011. Then 2012 fell off a cliff. And that was about the time, coincidentally, when I also had to save a lot of money by becoming a student again. I stopped paying the license fee sometime between 2012 and 2015 because it was just... why am I paying for this crap? This crap is no longer worth anyone's money.
So there is like nobody is like mandating anybody in UK to pay the fees, or is it?
It's been actually since I did it properly. I stopped paying the license fee properly. So as long as you filled in a form saying I do not own a TV, I'm not looking at the BBC programs through any of these media, you could come off the license fee for quite some time. So I did it officially somewhere between 2012 and 2013, 14, I think. I filled in the form. Every few months, they'd send a letter saying, "Are you sure you still don't need a TV license? Are you sure you don't need it? Are you sure you don't have TV?" And I'd either ignore it if it needed a response, I'd say tick box, I do not need it, send it back. And then eventually they stopped sending those letters. And I mean, eventually, like in the last 2 or 3 years, they stopped sending the letters saying, "Oh yeah, fine, he really doesn't want a TV license." But it took several years for them to stop saying, "Are you sure?"
I'm not surprised. They're probably trying to get as many people as possible to get a TV license.
Yeah, absolutely. And in the last 2 years, in the last year, it's fallen off a cliff. People have suddenly gone, like everyone's like been 5 to 10 years behind me. So they've suddenly gone, "Why are we paying for this crap?" And they've been leaping off the license fee in droves. And the BBC have been desperately trying to gouge money out of pensioners, trying to say, "Oh no, you've got to have a license fee. You're an old person, you need one." But people, even pensioners who are not that savvy, are jumping off the license fees now.
I think when you retire here or you turn like, I don't know, 65 or something, you don't need to pay the license fees anymore.
Yeah, but I think they repealed that recently in the last few months over the course of this last year, and that.
I mean, here in Slovakia, that if you are like on disability or you are retired, and I think 65 plus, you don't have to pay the fees. So I'm literally thinking right now switching all the bills
to your mom's name.
To my mom's name. Yeah.
Brilliant idea.
She's paying it anyway. She's paying it anyway. So
I was already way ahead of you on that one.
So, because she is in the flat, because I officially never moved out of Bratislava. So my permanent residency is still in the city, and I'm just an owner or co-owner of this property, this house in the village, simply because of parking privileges. Because in the city it is problematic with parking, and
because
I would have
the train hasn't come yet.
It's not even worth to react to that one. Okay, so yeah, because otherwise I would have to, if I wanted to have something like a parking permit in the city, I would have to pay as somebody who's not from the city something like €500 a year, which is ridiculous. So yeah. Over the last 2 years, the BBC license fee has fallen off.
Some
250,000 customers, give or take.
Yeah, exactly. It's really dropped off a cliff. Because I mean, it's desperate times. You know, the whole international emergency we've had has put people under a lot of financial pressure. Couple that with crap output, yeah, people are now actively looking to live off.
Which makes sense.
Hmm. Whereas before, I would have defended the BBC to the hilt when they were producing programs that you could teach people with. For God's sake, I mean that's a mark of worthwhile. But
Right.
And
can't
that's
do
the
that.
purpose of your public broadcaster.
Uh-huh.
If you get money from the public,
Yeah.
you should create content that is well received by the public, and it should have some value, either entertaining or education.
Yeah, and of course,
But if
education means encouraging people to think. It does not mean lecturing at them
yes,
either.
Right.
yes, and but if you cannot fill out the boxes, if it's neither entertaining nor
Education.
educational, yeah, sorry, why to pay
No, you're
for
right.
it?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
so that you can watch news and politicians arguing on TV. No, thank you.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that was my problem with the news output for since the 90s. I mean, even when I was still in school, technically. I think by the time I went to uni, so like 18, 19, 20, those years, was when I stopped watching, listening to Radio 4-ish, because the news output already just became talking heads commenting on the news rather than presenting what's going on to the
Yes.
audience.
But this is generally the problem with all the news outlets that you basically have, that you get opinion pieces, not news
Yes.
reporting.
Exactly.
Well, I remember back when they had things called editorials where they were giving opinions.
Yeah,
Which
but then it was nicely
you know,
constrained in that box, wasn't it?
And which is the
Yes.
platform where you should do that type of content. But it's not reporting. Currently, what you see on TV is not reporting. It's literally biased opinion pieces, nothing else. And I'm saying biased in all in both directions, or three directions, or how many
Oh, yeah,
directions
yeah.
you can have. So nothing is objective. Everything is subjective.
Correct.
I've got Reuters app on my phone, so if I want to look at a news article, I look at Reuters because they're as close as you can get to
Yeah.
flat reporting. Because, and this is where oh God, why is my brain not working? What's the opposite of communism?
Capitalism.
Thank you. That's the one I wanted. This is how capitalism works positively, because Reuters and Associated Press, to a degree, have to keep their content factual and bare bones and neutral because they want to sell it to everyone. So they
Right.
can't afford to stick editorial crap onto it because they need to sell it to everyone else who's going to stick all their editorial crap on it. So getting it straight from Associated Press or Reuters is the best way to get news. And it's also, the articles tend to be a bit shorter because they just have the facts, more or less.
Right. Yeah, I'm trying to get all the AP stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
In terms of news, but they do not care about our small Slovak stuff here happening in our corner of the world. So the world news I can get from Associated Press, but not the local news. And with local news, there is no way to get flat information without any additional input by somebody. I have I have of course journalists that I like. I mean local
Right.
ones who but this is once again the problem. Is it my bubble? How open-minded am I? How unaffected am I by reading, by digesting what I'm reading? How unbiased is the journalist that I'm reading?
Yes.
Or is it just my bubble and I agree with them? This is always, those are always the questions that I'm asking myself.
Yeah,
And
as you should.
Yeah.
I don't know if many people do, but you should, yes.
Many people don't, but I'm trying to,
Well, with you, I wouldn't see that as an issue. You listen to all sides from what I've seen.
I'm trying to. Sometimes I don't like it. Sometimes I like it. Yeah. I obviously I'm creating my opinion, but I'm trying to get both sides of the coin always. I'm trying to. Sometimes, but when it's obvious crap, it's obvious crap. So then I don't need to listen to both sides, you know.
Well,
But most of the
unfortunately,
time, yeah.
sometimes you almost have to listen to the crap to know what's being said.
Yes.
Oh my god! Now I got to listen in order so I can fight what's being said with the truth.
That is true. Yeah. Occasionally, you do have to dip your head into the crap in order to fight it.
Well, like you were saying, you listen to the reviews of these Doctor Who things. You don't actually watch them,
Mm,
so you know some of what's going on. Whether you,
yes.
yeah,
But it's a nice buffer between you and the crap. Is
right.
to see, in this instance, to see somebody else's opinion of it. In fact, many people's opinions that all seem to coincide, and the descriptions of just the narrative, their reporting, if you like, of the story seems to be consistent and coherent between them. Then I'm pretty sure I know what that story was. I'm pretty sure I know why it was shit because you've just told me how it happened, and that in itself is enough to tell how shit it was. But
Yeah,
it's nice to have a buffer.
yeah.
Yeah. No, this is exactly even with all the media that's why it's always good to be subscribed not only to one side of channels if you want to get some reviews, but as well to the other side. You may not like it, you may like it, but at least I'm trying to understand what they like about certain shows. Let's say about when we were talking about Star Trek Discovery, there are certain channels that will praise it to heights that I don't understand, but I just want to listen what they enjoyed about it, what they liked about it. And it's usually the stuff that I really hate about the show. So
Yes.
but
Yeah,
at
ain't
least
that the truth?
but at least I know what is so appealing for others.
Yeah. No, it is useful
So
to know that. Absolutely.
it's useful to know why they like it. It's useless to me, because I will never like it for the reasons they are liking it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
So anyway, that's the world we live in. There's no way out. Oh, there is, but no, thank you.
Right. I'm going to have to make a move because I said I'd go and do the shopping. So I have to go and do the shopping.
Food?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mostly food.
Yeah, that's important. Yeah, and feed the cats. You can stay hungry, but feed the cat. Yeah.
Yeah. Look, he's so still because he's starving.
Yes, yes. He looks like a very tortured animal.
Yeah. Poor thing. You know, my plan was to sit here to do this, but then the cat plonks himself right in the way. Fine, I'll sit just in front of you on this very uncomfortable raffia thing I'm sitting on right now.
But but there's no way you can tell the cat to move aside, right?
He's had a long day. He's had a very hard day.
As an owner of 4 cats, I completely understand why you are
I
sitting
hope he does.
on an uncomfortable chair, and the cat can have the sofa. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Well, on that note, I'm going to say goodbye.
Take care, Dr. Alex.
Well, thank you. Thank you for joining, Dr. Alex.
Thank
Always
you for
nice to
having
have
me
you.
very much.
And it just says you can pick them up and put them on the ground. Yeah.
Nah.
But you don't want to annoy a cat.
No. There's no.
No wonder the world is in chaos. Oh man, I need coffee. Let's
Go.
unplug the notebook, and I can take you with me. I just hope I don't lose this Wi-Fi signal on the
You
way
shouldn't.
down.
But
With this house, you never know. There is.
as I said, shouldn't, not necessarily wouldn't.
I didn't, which is good.
Cool.
At least I hope I didn't. Okay.
So what's going on with you, Yetza? If he gets into the chat. Let's see here. And now I'm not hearing Joseph, so I don't know what's going on.
No, because there is some background noise here, so especially from
okay.
the coffee maker, so I don't want to bother with the sound of it.
Waiting for his kids to arrive and filling the time in between. Well, you can always come on here if you want to fill some time. You can spend time with Sleepo Prey and Yosef.
I'm not asleep, god damn it.
Yeah.
I don't know how nobody noticed until I just looked that for my Lower Decks review, I called it episode 3 instead of episode 8 in my thumbnail. I had S2E3 instead of S2E8. And thankfully, one person commented in it yesterday. I purposely didn't look at the comments until this morning.
You confused me in your review with the way how you said the name of the Borg Queen actress.
Craig.
It's Krieger, and it's not Alex, but Alice.
Alice
Krieger.
Krieg. It's Krieger because Google said it was Krieg. Like if I asked how do you pronounce Krieg, it said Krieg.
Yeah, but you
I
said
was
something
proud
that
of
sounded
that.
almost like cringe, and you said Alex instead of Alice.
I said Alex, son of a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
God damn, I was so worried about getting the last name correct.
Yeah.
I'm sure I did too.
And good morning, Geek Hero Bubba.
Good morning, Captain. Good morning, everyone else.
Hello.
Kapla.
Now I know that's like, you catch a typo like sometimes years later and you're like, how did we never catch this before?
Yeah. That's why I purposely don't look for them.
No, because usually how it is, I click on Bert's video, I hit the like button, and then I start watching it. And then sometimes I start typing comment in the middle of the video, and then edit it and re-edit it as the video goes along. And there is the interaction with liking a video and commenting a video.
There have been a few videos that I've been commenting in the comments along while watching it. It's like, okay, first of all, this, and then this. And most of those have been different. They haven't been birds. I can say that much. But, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, I do that. I comment in real time as I'm watching.
Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I just sit and watch, and because it's not that important. It's just okay, there we go. I'll remember that, and I usually do because it's usually only one thing. When it starts getting into multiple things, that's when I go real time. Otherwise, it'd be like, oh, I forgot about this, and this, and this.
Well, what I hate is when I'll leave like I said, I'm sitting there commenting just like it's a chat. Like I'll sit there and comment in real time, and then they'll turn around, and this is a pre-recorded video, and they'll turn around and say something that I just stated And I'm like, well, now I look like a dumbass, you know.
Oh yeah, when you are watching something like a premiere, yeah, on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, not just the premiere. I'm talking about any video. Like I'll sit there and I what I'm saying is I should have just waited till the video was over. So one of the techniques that I've gotten into, I'll sit there and take notes on a video that I know I'm going to be very comment heavy on. And then just at the end of the video, I'll go through it.
Yeah, I generally comment on videos when I like it and I want to like support the creator, or when there is like total crap set in the video, so that I can basically piss off all the other fans of the channel owner.
Fair enough.
Or then when I'm watching like. I don't know. I don't know. I never saw it like, but it's probably just because I'm not subscribed to those channels. But like newspapers here, and I'm talking really about like newspapers. They are okay. They have, of course, the paper form, but they are usually or mostly digital. But they have as well their own videos, and they interview like politicians and like people from the people you know, like from sports, from entertainment, and so on and so on. And obviously with the situation, and you see how the society is polarized basically in the United States. I can tell you it's the same here. So everybody is talking shit about everybody.
Oh yeah. Where there are
So
humans, there are shit talkers.
yes. So basically, that's the comment sections under those interviews. They usually look like a cesspool of yeah. So it's just a disaster. Yeah. And then when I comment there, I'm expecting like getting some really good hate. But you know the feeling when you are commenting something with the idea that you know that you are getting some hate immediately thrown at you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
basically I like those.
Well, sometimes I do that with that in mind. It's like, I know this will really piss him off.
Yeah.
Sometimes they disappoint me though. I'll put something out and I'll be like, "What? They're liking it? Holy crap!" And then I realize what happened. I said something, it went over their heads, and they think I'm agreeing with them, and I'm like, "Well, damn, I'm gonna aim lower next time."
Give me a second, German guys are checking up on me here. What do they want?
Let's see here.
It was
Yeah, well, if he says in a few, that means at least an hour.
Yeah. I will say though, I always love hearing Dr. Alex speak. It doesn't matter. He could be reading the phone book. It'd be great.
Oh yeah. And I'm sure that there's going to be plenty watching just to hear Dr. Alex. And good morning, Super Blubberpuss. Yes, TGIF.
Yeah, TGIF, except I just worked the first of 3 consecutive 12-hour shifts.
Well,
yeah. It's all right. I'm going to be a fool, and instead of going to sleep today, I'm going to go try to catch the new Venom movie.
Okay, that's an idea.
Well, I figure I'd catch a matinee showing because I don't want to pay $10 a movie ticket.
True.
And so, and I want to see it. I want to know what everybody's bitching about. I agree that a PG-13 movie starring Carnage was a really stupid idea. That I mean, you cannot nerf somebody like Carnage. He's a freaking cannibal. But, you know.
Oh, trust me, there were opportunities to have the panel be not so quiet, but I didn't choose to. Yeah. Like, I could go ahead and invite anybody to come on now, but, that's fine. What was going on before was the conversation was a little more intimate, and it was nice to just have a lesser number of people on. You sound, I don't know, relaxed, Joseph?
No, actually, it was like sigh of disbelief because I requested something on Tuesday. It's Friday, and I still don't have the answers. Now the German team is chasing me here for the answer at 3:30, 3:35 in the afternoon on a Friday. So yeah.
Oh, and Super Blubber posts the matinee prices at one of the local theaters I go to it rounds up to $5. It's like $4 something after the tax and everything. The matinee price.
And yes, I like you who says Julie Andrews' birthday is today. She turns 86.
That's awesome.
Average matinee price here. Yeah, $11. I wouldn't pay $11 for a fucking matinee. Of course,
The matinee price.
I wouldn't live in shit Francisco.
Holy crap!
Everything's overpriced there.
Well, I remember, I've worked security for the last 10 years, and I remember when I first started, there was this old guy that kept trying to tip the security guards every time we'd take him somewhere. He was a guest at the apartment that I was working at the time. This is also the same place. This is also the same place where I learned I will never, if I have a choice, ever work where people live again. When people go to work, they act like they're at work for the most part. But when people are at home, they act any which damn way they want to. And I am not working in somebody's home ever again if I can help it. But that being said, he kept trying to tip us, and of course, we're not allowed to accept tips. And I accepted a few Free Will Baptist handshakes, once in a while, but not when I could get caught. And so, anyway, when I had told him the first time, that wasn't necessary and that we couldn't accept it, he goes, with a thick New Yorker accent, he goes, "Well, back where I'm from, you got to tip to breathe." And I'm like, damn.
Yeah. I like you who move. I know you recently moved, but yeah, San Fran is not a, moving inside the areas. Got them outside of that area. There's got to be a better part of California. I don't know.
Oh yeah, there are plenty of places that aren't overly woke. That like their farm community towns and stuff. They're not too bad. I've heard. Kind of like upstate New York is nowhere near as bad as New York City.
So you have to live in the city until your SSDI is approved. Yeah, that's absolutely insane.
Good grief. LDG, what's up, man?
Yo. Ho ho. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
You can now.
What's going on, guys?
Nothing much.
Cool. Having a lovely Friday. So far.
That's good.
So far. So far. Way far. Oh boy. Good morning show so far. Cap. Mr. Alex. Nice. Hey, Brad.
Oh, I muted the whole time. Hi, LB. I didn't realize I muted. Is it a good morning for you?
Holding in there.
That's something.
Holding in there. A couple of small little things I got to do.
Stipulation of San Francisco County Benefits Program.
Good morning, Knight5end.
Yes, good morning, Ниght5end. How are you today? I hope you got at least a couple of subscribers from when I promoted your channel. Which is today. So anyone not subscribed to Ниght5end, please do.
Yeah, I'm on my cell phone right now. If I click any links, it'll boot me off of here. But I've screen grabbed his username, and I'll type that in, and it'll usually take me to his channel or to anybody's channel.
Cool.
Now I cannot remember
hello
who.
there. And you know what? Okay. Ниght5end. Is the channel called Ниght5end? Is it?
Yes.
Is the name?
Ниght5end, but the S is spelled with a 5.
I see a 5. Yeah. I'm going to look for it on YouTube.
It's in the. Are you on your phone or computer?
Me on computer.
It's in the description.
291 subscribers. Oh, okay. I see it. That one. Yay, a channel that has content.
And so, yes, I decided to put it not only in the title, but I put it in the description so that the link goes directly to the channel.
Now, I don't remember who it was, but when I first started hanging around these channels, you know, Mike T, Captain Trick, Jedi Billy, you know, when I first started hanging around these channels, somebody had told me, they said, welcome and be prepared to follow 500 channels. And so far it's been, you know, closer to 700. But the point, yeah. Yeah, the point is that not only do I not mind, this has been great for networking, you know, just all of us kind of interweaving an impenetrable net of allied support here, you know, of people that really hate woke trash.
And Eli who says, going to Party City today to get a new green screen. What's up with the universe will return on October 6th. Cool.
Better.
Gonna return again. It keeps returning. It's like Uranus. You get to see it every 6 months.
Yep. Without a telescope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can use the mirror and see it daily.
Oh, damn. You know how I know it's too late for some of us and too early for others? Because we just had a Uranus joke last for over 2 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's just horrible. That's just horrible.
Oh, man.
Well, you know, they're talking about renaming Uranus so that joke can finish. Yeah, they're thinking of calling it Urectum.
You know, the worst part is I was sure I knew where that was going. I was not only right, but I laughed anyway. Holy fuck.
It's such a childish joke, but it works all the time. Yeah.
Perfect
Yes.
in Futurama.
Yeah. Well, hell, there was even a Uranus joke in one of the Harry Potter books. Like, it was the third one. I remember because they were in divinations class. But the point is that joke spans time and space. Okay, I'm gonna stop before I go to a very dark place.
Yeah.
We're already at Uranus.
Darker than Uranus.
What's more dark can it get?
We were about to head to prison, so I'm gonna back up.
Okay, yeah, we can stop at prison. That's fine. Yeah. Prison's a good place to stop before we get there.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
Good old prison.
Yeah, my brother-in-law is a prison guard. Apparently, prison jokes aren't funny in prison.
Yeah, no, I can imagine. Shit.
Even for the guards.
We just need to teach Elihu how to say Uranus. Because even the way he says it, he's talking about urine.
This is in the University of Leicester. Okay.
Yeah, you're in us. That doesn't sound dirty, does it? I'd rather talk about Uranus than, yeah.
Yes. Yeah, see, somehow they made it worse.
Oh boy. All right. Let's see here. Another one. Where am I finding it? Figaro.
What's going on, Bird?
Bird.
Just about to have breakfast.
Ah,
That's good.
At 4 p.m.
Time zones are fun.
Yeah.
can be. They can be, but so my question, like you, is who are you having in you? Since you're
Whoa.
talking about you're in us.
Whoa. 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 Whoa, cowboy. Shanghai.
It's only suggestive if you're not a cannibal.
Exactly.
What the flippin' hell? Okay. Will work.
What? It doesn't compute.
So good morning, everyone. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night. What's going on?
No matter where you're at, you are never too late to hear us talk about cannibals and Uranus.
Yeah, you are. Thank God. That topic left the
Damn.
building.
I thought I'd get one more in.
What did I do here?
I am incredibly sleepy. I know I don't need to go see a movie today. I need to go to bed. I ain't got no sense though.
Oh my God. Really? You had to work that into a song? Oh.
Oh.
And the next video Knight5end is going to be doing a parody. Don't want to miss a thing. Yeah, look for it on his channel. Okay, I'm going to have to watch that episode.
Shanghai. Oh, I got that stuck in my head. Weird. Okay.
I was proud of myself for getting a song stuck in DJs the other day.
Oh, yeah. That was good. That was good.
You
got
are
him.
my
Oh, his mouth open.
sunshine, my only sunshine. That one?
Mm-hmm. Here he is in his tractor singing it. Yep.
The fun part is I never heard that song before I watched that Voyager episode where Seven of Nine and Doctor were singing it together.
Yeah.
I never.
I like that version.
Yeah, and it was beautifully sung. Beautifully sung. They harmonized perfectly.
And good morning, Cam. How are you? I've actually looked for that version, and I haven't been able to find it.
Google it. It's on YouTube. I can. I was watching it recently on YouTube. It popped up actually in my suggested videos. If you want me, I can look for it and put it into the chat.
Okay.
No problem. It's...
I hope everyone is doing well today. And again, today is the featured channel for today is Knight5end.
Nice.
Please check him out. The link is in the description below. Check him out. Add him to your list of channels. Let's get people up in numbers. Show community support.
And by Knight's End, we don't mean Knight's Uranus. No?
You just
Knight's
couldn't
End,
resist.
the end of Knight's. Yeah, okay, never mind. Okay, we're good.
I got it. I got it.
I should have delivered it better. Knight's End,
True.
not Uranus joke. No, never mind. Anyway, all right, cool.
And Super Blubber Post asks, Bird, are you streaming today? Which I know is a yes, but when are you streaming today would be the appropriate question.
4 p.m. Eastern.
4 p.m. Eastern also.
4 p.m. 4 p.m. Eastern. 4 p.m.
You have it in the private chat, include, and I took the timestamp with it as well.
Thank you. I'll have to listen to it.
Yeah. And they are singing. Okay, that one is approved.
So hopefully by the time I stream today, I will have watched Free Guy.
I'm sure you will have.
Yeah, nice. Very nice. Super nice.
Yeah, you could go ahead and watch Free Guy.
That was a good movie. It was a Ryan Reynolds movie. I just saw that a couple days ago. That was really freaking awesome. You know, people talk all the time about you know, the old Christopher Reeves movie. You know, they talk about, you know, Superman being the movie that made you believe a man could fly. You know, while you're watching the movie, I can honestly tell you this movie makes you believe an AI can be sentient. It's really awesome. There is a lot of comic relief to the point of disaster at times, but it's, you know, it's Ryan Reynolds, so you expect nothing less.
Yeah. Elon Musk thinks we live in a simulation, so yeah, why not?
Well, I will grant if you, I mean, so that's the thing. I don't feel like we live in a simulation, as in we are not real. Like, I definitely feel like we are physically here. I just feel like our lives have been hammered out scientifically to the point of being a simulation.
I felt like AIs could be sentient for a long, long, long time. I mean,
You know what
at
I mean,
least since
though.
Star Trek and
Physical? I have no clue what that feels
Terminator.
like.
Yes, but those were usually in movies that had to deal with futuristic scenarios. I'm talking about something that looks like our everyday life.
Yeah, but I kind of picture it
Oh,
kind of like
Matrix.
the Hollow ship where they were trying to transport the people away. There would be parts that would be incomplete, and you'd be able to see. Or
Sorry, I need to be quiet right now. I'm approving here tens of thousands of dollars. Literally.
okay, my address is.
I was expecting the next comment to be something like my address is or my account number is. Exactly. You know what? This is so ridiculous when I look at some numbers. When when I just approved. Where is the calculator? Come on, pop up. Okay. Times 32. 10,000 unit. Okay, that's actually easy math. Why am I doing it?
All right, Eli who will be back.
320,000
They're
discount.
figments of his imagination. Wow, you need a better imagination there. You really do.
Or at least a psychiatrist.
Yeah, exactly. All right, Eli who will be back.
320,000. And LD is walking us.
Yep. I didn't want to hear us repeating again.
You're
now,
muted, LD. You're muted.
Now I can unmute it.
Okay, here you are, unmuted. You are going for a smoke, right?
No.
No.
I'm already smoking. I'm not going for it. I was doing that a while ago.
Yeah.
Oh, so did you see my link for that $500 computer, Joseph, on Twitter?
Actually, no. You know what? I'm on Twitter. I think reaching me with smoke signals would be easier than on Twitter.
No, I didn't send it to you. I tweeted it out.
I understand. LVG.
Don't know you might get fired if you have to endorse another company, but
I shouldn't be endorsing other companies. But on the other hand, I'm not supposed to talk badly about other companies.
okay. So you can't say nothing but good things. Great, lovely. That's what we need. That's not biased at all.
In other words, if it's a good deal, he can't say anything. It's a bad deal, he could say something.
Anything.
Well, he could say he's seen better. That's about
You mean the Asus
limit.
Expert Center D500 SA? That one?
Yeah.
Let me check that one out.
$500 for a $500 computer for somebody who's just trying to do web browsing and YouTube and StreamYard. I put my stamp of approval on that.
Yeah, that's a nice system. Yeah, and it's actually what I see here is 600, but anyway, still.
It's a 14,000 processor.
There would be a price difference between here and there. So yeah.
No, I just clicked to the link that LD sent, put there. The Core i5 10400, 256 SSD, 8 gigs of memory. TPM, okay, so it can free upgrade to Windows 11. It can be upgraded to 11 easily. It has a DVD writer. Yeah, so it's
11 is surprising for $500. It's a value. It's a perfect value PC. That's all I'm trying to say. It is.
There is one thing that Apple makes that is really good. Everything else I agree with you on, but there is one thing that they make that is really good, and I'm using them right now, and that is their earbuds. I freaking love. Yeah, I love Apple earbuds. I love this microphone. I love the way they fit in my ear. I have been using these since I was in high school. Like, not the same pair, obviously, but you know.
I'm gonna say, if you've been using the same pair since you were in high school, those would be the ones. Yeah, I could understand you loving them.
Well, to be honest, this is only the third pair I've ever owned, and I graduated from high school 11 years ago, so I mean they each have lasted me a pretty damn long time.
I'm using earbuds from Jabra, and I love their models. I have like 2 sets of their earbuds that I'm using currently, and I'm just switching those in the charger. One is their, what is it called? Jesus, they have 600 series, 700 series, and 800 series. I have the 600 and 700 series. The 800 series was a little bit too expensive, but that one is even waterproof. But honestly, I don't need to shower with earbuds, so.
Not usually.
No, I have a Bluetooth speaker in the shower.
Exactly.
So.
I just bought these Bluetooth speakers the other day. They were on sale at the Walmart, and they're normally $10. They were on sale for $8, and I don't know, it was a bit of an impulse buy. But what made me want to buy them was that apparently they auto pair with each other. If you put them in a close enough proximity, they automatically go to stereo and act as a right and left speaker.
Oh, you can daisy chain them, yeah. It's fun.
Yeah, so I'm getting ready to read the instructions on that and try those out here in a little bit, because I bought them like day before yesterday.
The neighbor's boy, he bought himself one of those, those party speakers that are like it's like single. Basically,
Yeah.
it's mono, but it's like party speaker. And I bought the same model as he has, and you can pair up to 4 of them. So we did it. It's a nice thing, because then you can, let's say you have something like a garden party, and you can put the speakers in 2 different corners, and it's then it is pretty loud. But the thing is, he broke his. Yeah, he just. Yeah. But I have still mine, and it's okay. And I'm using it basically during the summer in the next to the pool. And the good thing is it has also radio, so I can listen to radio, or I can put on some YouTube stream. It has Bluetooth. It has a CD player in it, so whatever I want. It's a nice thing. So the sparing function is actually a nice thing when they support it. Yeah. And I was but I was thinking about buying like a smaller speaker from JBL, because those are waterproof, and basically when you put them like in the swimming pool, they swim. They don't sink down to the bottom.
That is really awesome. That is really awesome. But you got to be careful with that, because you don't want somebody to like accidentally jump on it or something. A lot of them will say waterproof. What they mean is water resistant, and if you read on the package, it still says do not immerse. So yeah, you got to be careful with waterproof.
Yep. And good morning, Star Trek nitpickers and Richie Poole.
Yeah. Those waterproof ones, they cost like 300 for basically something that is in the
For that
size
price,
of
they better be waterproof. Damn.
yeah. They are. Those are waterproof ones.
That's awesome.
But I know what you mean. I've seen ones that say waterproof. It's like, no, it's not.
Yeah, it's not.
Well, it was like one of my cousins had just bought him a brand new watch that swore it was waterproof on there, and he jumped right into the swimming pool, swam all freaking day, and then wanted to know why his watch wasn't working.
Well, I would
like,
too.
dude, okay, but this was a $20 watch, and it said waterproof. It didn't say water resistant. To his credit, it did say waterproof, but there is no way I would have trusted $20, like a $20 watch to be completely waterproof. But he did. He took it back, and the store swapped it out for him. They wouldn't refund him, but they did. They did give him a new one. So yeah. He just knows better. He just knows better than to immerse it in water now.
Yeah.
Well, it was sold as waterproof. Therefore, he did the right thing and tested it and proved that it wasn't.
Oh yeah, he has called the manufacturer, and they sent him some kind of it was some kind of weird cufflink thing with their logo on it. Yeah, I've never seen him wear a suit to have cufflinks, but it was a nice gesture on their part. It'd be nice if they'd give him a watch like the one they advertised, but No, but I had this supervisor once who he went to the Target and he bought a bag of assorted Starbursts and got almost all orange. He took a picture of it, sent that back to the Mars company, and they sent him a bag of evenly distributed Starbursts. Like, it took him like 4 months of like complaining until they finally sent him that, and he was bragging about this, and I'm like, dude, I get that you felt slighted because you didn't get enough of the other flavors, but that was taking things a bit far. 4 months, I'd have just went and bought another bag of Starbursts.
Yep. I would have just made a post on it, complained about it, and then been done with it.
Yeah. Fair enough. Star Trek nitpickers, I agree, man.
Right.
So how annoying do you think it would be having to be waiting on the holodeck when the like when you're in line, you're next on the list, but all of a sudden one of the deck officers decides that it's their turn and they skip in line. Yeah, how awkward do you think that'd be? Waiting there, until they were finished. Especially if it was Riker. Not gonna lie, he used that thing way too damn much.
Ow.
Which that's coming from me. Riker's my favorite Star Trek character of all time.
Really?
All time?
Yes. They're in my eyes, this is my personal opinion. I am not imposing it on anyone else. In my opinion, there is no better Star Trek character than Riker.
Fair enough. Fair enough. You're giving your opinion, and
He's a
yeah,
good character. I wouldn't consider him my
Oh,
favorite
boy.
character, but it's okay. Yeah.
we each are entitled to our own favorite characters.
Excuse me.
At least you didn't pick Troy. I mean, that already proves he has some sense. Now, if he said Troy's boobs, then I could respect that. But Troy, yeah. You know, I don't know. Just my opinion.
You know, the actress that plays her has a really bad reputation here in Oklahoma. Like, I don't know how everybody else sees her, but every time she'd come to the Oklahoma or the Tulsa Trek Expo, like everybody I know, from the security guards to the volunteers to the people that were that helped coordinate the show, there is nobody that I know personally that has ever met her that likes her. They all say very terrible things about her.
It would be interesting to talk to her. I doubt she'd stoop to that level. In fact, I doubt she'd stoop to even talking to Doomcock. But
well, and that's the thing. I'm not talking about my personal opinion of her. I've never met her. I just I'm just saying, like, there are people that I know personally numbering in the 20s, and out of all the people that I know personally that have met her, none of them have nice things to say about her.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah. And it would have been one thing if it was just based on one particular convention. We're talking about over the span of 5 different conventions.
Yeah. Okay. Now let's see here. I know Bert is going to be going live at 4 p.m. Eastern. You going live anytime today, LDG?
No clue. I'm pretty hand-tied right now.
Okay. Just wondered.
Oh shit! Oh my god! Sorry.
What?
Just down the road from where I'm at, I'm out in the parking lot of my apartment here. There's an elementary school, and this little boy just stuck something on this girl's backpack, and she screamed, and she turned and knocked the fire out of him. Like, it looked alive. I'm guessing it was like a lizard or something, but yeah, a bug or something. But good God, she turned around and smacked the crap out of him. Oh. Kids are still kids, and that is proof of it. I can hear the high school band playing down the road too. Dang. I'm not usually like still awake when all the kids are out doing stuff. I am so irritated though. Everybody's been closing up at midnight. You know, everybody's like, we want $15 minimum wage, except for all of these fast food places and convenience stores and stuff. Hell, the freaking gas stations are closing up overnight because they're hiring less people. The people they are hiring, they're hiring them in for that much. That hasn't been made the law here in Oklahoma yet, but they are, most of them are being pressured into hiring in $13, $14 an hour. And, so they're only giving these part-time workers, they're only giving them like 16 hours a week if they're lucky. And they're closing down at night. And damn it, I work nights and I would like things to be open, just a couple things at least to be open 24 hours still. We're down to basically like the IHOP, Denny's style places and a couple of gas stations.
Well, unfortunately, that's what happens when you get these idiots who are, well, we want higher pay. Well, okay, here, we'll limit hours. We'll pay more.
Yeah.
But we're going to limit hours. And quite honestly, that's the best thing they can do.
Yeah.
Because it's like, okay, these are the hours where we have the most customers.
Yep.
So this is when we're going to have people in. This is when you're going to be paid. And this is when customers and you are going to be out because we don't have the money to support it. And sorry, businesses aren't pulling in that much profit.
Yeah.
They could support paying people, $16, $18 an hour when there's nobody in the damn store.
Well, did y'all hear that the U.S. mail is about to, in October, they're about to slow mail speeds down even more?
Yep. And you know what? Here's one problem. Stop all these U.S. Postal Service sponsored stuff.
Yep.
Sponsored by the U.S. Postal Service. No. Keep your fucking money out of all these events and use the money for what? Postal Service.
Yeah.
If you got money to sponsor stuff, you got money to pay for full mail service.
I was fixing to say between my tax dollars and what I pay y'all to to ship things, y'all should be focused on my damn mail. But
Oh, and not only that, it's going up.
Yeah, it is. They're raising the prices on that. Oh, did you freaking hear the Dollar Tree is going to start going up to $1.50?
Cool.
Yeah, they're gonna have the. Well, no, they're going to have the same stuff in there. They're just going to up the prices of it.
But see, here's the thing. They're going to actually be able to have more stuff then. Because they're going to have dollar stuff.
Like it sounds like they're keeping the same type of selection they've got now, and they're just upping the prices of it. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I would say buy local and stop using postal service for small dumb things. Agreed.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, now here's the funny thing: if my mom and dad mail a bill for where they live to where it's supposed to go, okay, it has to go through the town's postal service.
Yeah.
Which actually isn't the post office, apparently. It's a whatever. It has to then go to the main post office in Kansas City, Missouri.
Wow.
And then it's shipped back to where it came from. Because that's in the same city. Rather than going across town, it goes miles further than it needs to and takes longer.
Well, and that's the thing. When I live kind of halfway in Muskogee, halfway in Tulsa. They're about 40 minutes apart from each other. So depending on where my job is, I stay with family, or I've got, a place out in Muskogee I stay at, and that kind of thing. But the thing is that regardless of where I'm at, if I order a package, if I order a package from the West Coast, you can almost like clockwork bet your ass it will go through Dallas before it will go up to it'll go through Dallas, then Oklahoma City before it gets to Tulsa. If I order it from the East Coast, it will go over to Kansas City, then go down to it'll go straight down to Tulsa. But I just had 3 packages in the last month that each one I had a West Coast package go all the way up to Kansas City, then back down to Dallas, then over to me. I had one from Arkansas. Now bear in mind, it literally a 2-hour drive from where I stay in Muskogee. They literally sent this package clear down clear up to Kansas City. It shot down to Dallas, then went through Oklahoma City, then to Tulsa, then came to Muskogee. That is absolutely asinine beyond belief.
And we're paying for this. Yeah.
We are paying for this. And after I had already paid shipping, they wouldn't bring it to me. I got a little slip saying that I needed to come and settle the account. I get there to the post office and they made me pay another $3 in shipping before they would relinquish the package to me.
Now, USPS takes an average of 3 to 4 days for something mailed within the city. Well, basically, same here, except it doesn't stay within the city. It goes to Kansas City.
Yeah.
Downtown Kansas City, Missouri. It's like, why? Why? So this post office is a relay station, not an actual post office or whatever they call it now. But I can buy stamps there. I can mail stuff there. But yeah, I can't give them a package or a letter or something like that and have it delivered directly to the person. It has to go through where? Downtown Kansas City, Missouri. Yeah.
Well, and mail tracking has become absolutely useless. Like I said, that was within the last month, but that was within the last couple months. But this past month, everything. Like if I order it from eBay, if I order it from, or if I pay for shipping over the Facebook Marketplace or whatever, they'll give me the tracking number, and it'll say that it's in pre-shipment until about the day before it comes, and then it'll say that it's somewhere in between the two, where I'm at and where I'm ordering it from, and then it'll magically be there. And it's been 3 weeks. It was supposed to be there in a week or 2 weeks, and it's just they're not even scanning this shit anymore. They don't give a damn about the tracking because they are being told by the most incompetent postmaster general in our nation's history not to give a fuck. I went a little off there. I'm sorry.
Nope. I have absolutely no issue with that at all.
I just don't understand. I don't understand how his idea of doing a better job is lowering everyone's expectations. We joke about shit like that all the time. We've never actually seen somebody dumb enough to try to make it work.
Well, now we have.
Yeah.
Captain Trek, I will go now because the little one wants to go out. And I
of course.
That I will take her to the playground. So
absolutely. Well, you have a good
4:30, so we have something like hour and a half till it starts getting dark. So
yeah, you have fun, Yosef.
Yeah, thank you very much for having me on the panel. Geek Hero, Bird of Prey, LD, and everybody in the chat, thank you very much for listening to us talking here, and have a great rest of the day. Take care. Bye-bye.
Have a good afternoon. Dude's one of the nicest people on the internet.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And so, does anyone have any special plans for the weekend? If you do, let's see here. If you have plans, put a 1 in the chat. If you don't have plans, put a 2.
Well, while they're doing that, so like I said, today we're gonna try to go see the Venom movie and maybe sneak in, not sneak in as in sneak in, but like sneak the time, to watch the Addams Family movie as well. And a lot of people bitch about the Addams Family animated movies, but the only weird thing about it to me, the only thing that bothered me was them making Grandmama Gomez and Fester's mother instead of Morticia's mom. That kind of weirded me out a little. But other than that, it's not too bad. But now then, since I'm stuck at work doing these 12-hour shifts that I didn't ask for and didn't want, they just kind of started putting me on the schedule for them and kind of left me there. So anyway, I've got like the perfect hiding place, and I have a Vanguard game screen in my Nintendo Switch, and I'm going to spend the second 6 hours of each of my 2 weekend shifts, hiding and playing video games. I might even be able to hop on and listen to you guys, or even hop on panel. But those are my plans. My plans are to loaf around. I'm supposed to work Monday through Friday. Like, my schedule's supposed to be Monday through Friday, and so if they're going to keep me away from my weekend, I'm gonna take my weekend regardless and get paid for it.
It looks like most people don't have any weekend plans so far. And the A-team is paying bills and playing video games this weekend. Well, at least it's a plan.
Hell yeah. Yep.
Well, let's see here. All right. Culture Casino will be going live in about an hour. Let me put the link in the chat so you can click the reminder. And go ahead and let's see here. Elihu, who's going to Cal Academy of Science tomorrow? Well, that sounds cool. At least you got something planned. Not Ryan Johnson is playing video games and working on spreadsheets for work. Great. The games part's good. Anyhow, A-Team says I'm going to try add a camera to my live video game. Cool. That sounds like a good plan.
Bird of Prey is going to sleep.
I'm sure he is. But
Now, hearing y'all banter about it, it was like out of Despicable Me when the kid is it keeps accusing the villain's jumpsuit of being pajamas. They're not pajamas. Yeah, it cracked me up.
But no, I do want to thank everybody for coming, joining the panel. Everybody who's been in the chat, thank you so much. Like I said, check out the feature channel today, Brightest Day. The link is in the chat. If you have any, or in the description, if you have any suggestions for another feature channel, please feel free to leave a comment. Do feel free to share, like, and subscribe. And as always, have a great day.
Have a good one.